Hello. Welcome to Genshin Impact. Hope y'all having a good day today. Continuing with the Inazuma story after finally making to it last time. It's been a long time coming. Can't wait to see what this place has got. Although I did quite a bit of work off stream. Now everyone in my main party is level 70, got them some better artifacts. Got a few constellations for some wishes. And I think I'm ready for whatever Genshin's ready to start. I think. Anyways, let's talk to this guy, I think.
Oh?
Hello, sir.
Hello there. You must be seeking refuge with the International Trade Association. The Outlander Affairs Agency took you for all you're worth, I suppose.
Luckily, we had a friend with us, Neo of Toba.
Ah, good. That's a relief. You need to be careful, or you'll find yourself losing your savings all at once.
We heard the association has been having some difficulties lately. Is that true?
Yes. Left, right, and center. Obstacles at every turn. But that's nothing new for us.
The Sakoku decree certainly makes things difficult for anyone who wants to come here from overseas.
But it's not the root cause of our woes. The Sakoku decree might restrict our scope of activity, but in and of itself, it doesn't stop us from being able to enjoy a comfortable existence. No. What's really squeezing us Outlander merchants dry is those Mora grubbers from the Kanjo Commission.
Oh, of the 3 commissions, that's the one that oversees everything on retail, isn't it?
That's right. They impose astronomical tax rate, unbelievable regulations, and that's not the worst of it. They just issued a new tax decree recently that, for some reason, completely changes the way we pay our taxes. It used to be Mora, but now it's something called Crystal Marrow.
Crystal Marrow? What's that?
No idea.
Something that most of us in the association had never heard of before either, until the new decree came along. Eventually, one of the older Liyue merchants recalled that he once shipped a batch of it to Snezhnaya in his youth.
But he's not that. How do you think about it? Since Morax did kind of quit his job, I guess it would make sense to switch to a different kind of like money, because Mora's probably hard to come by nowadays.
So, in order to pay our taxes, we began an arduous search for this Crystal Marrow. But then we found we'd only managed to create a bigger problem for ourselves. The rising demand for Crystal Marrow drove the price higher and higher. Now there's only one vendor who even has it in stock. We can't get a hold of it anywhere else.
Isn't that what they call a monopoly?
Exactly. So this vendor keeps pushing the price up, and we have no choice but to buy from them because the tax decree forces us to. It's a vicious cycle. The consequence of which is that our taxes will soon exceed our profits. And once that happens... We've tried communicating with the Commission directly, but this is a nation where the cries of a few struggling merchants will never be heard over the ever-present roar of thunder. Fontaine, my dear homeland. I miss you an awful lot at the moment.
Ooh, Fontaine.
Sounds awful. They're really bleeding them dry. What do you think we should do?
Try to negotiate with them again?
Kreese is the head of the association, and even he hasn't had any luck. Not to mention, we're Outlanders too.
True.
Right. And besides, I think this may well be the fate they've ordained for us.
Okay. Well, we could try tackling the problem by going to the other party involved.
That vendor. I've actually done business with him in the past, but after a point he stopped contacting us. I have no idea where he sources the stuff.
Well, it definitely sounds like he's being unfair. How do we find him? We could go talk to him and see if he lets anything slip.
Hey, that's a pretty good idea. Since you're not affiliated with the association and you're new to Rito, he may just let his guard down. If I remember correctly, our usual meeting point with him is under a tree by the coast in the residential district. See if you can find him there.
Got it. We're on the case.
Alright. Let's see, where is it?
Sorry.
Alright, right over there. So I'm gonna check the audio because I feel like most voice lines were a bit quiet. Yeah.
Paimon coming in! Paimon coming in! Is this level okay? Can you hear Paimon? Paimon coming in! Paimon coming in! Is this
Yeah, I
level
think this should
okay?
be good.
Can you hear Paimon?
Alright. Listen. I would like to talk to you.
Huh? I don't think I recognize you. Are you new arrivals?
Yes, we just
So,
arrived.
what do you need with me?
Where do you source your goods?
The sheer nerve. You don't go around asking questions like that. If I gave you my sources, I might as well hand you the whole darn business.
Okay, you don't need to be rude about it,
Trade
sir.
secret. Got it? You know what trade and secret mean, right?
Okay,
This guy's got a bad attitude.
yeah. So anyways, can you reduce your prices by any chance?
Ha! Are you even buying? Oh, I see what's going on here. Karisu and his associates sent you here to try and plead their case, didn't they?
Perhaps.
They're wasting their time. The price is non-negotiable, not by a single Mora.
Hey, what's your problem?
Get out of here, go on. Tell them they're lucky to be buying from me in the first place, and they ought to be more grateful. If it weren't for me, they'd be in seriously hot water.
What are we gonna do? There's no talking to this guy.
Let's talk to Thomas.
Good idea. Let's check back in with him.
Hey. Mr. Child lookalike, I need to talk to you. There you are. I mean, this guy, he really does give up child vibes. Looks exactly like Child.
That was quick. You resolved it already?
Not really.
Actually, we're having a little trouble.
Oh? Well, by all means, tell me what you need. I'll help as much as I can. Getting you to go
Merchant.
fixing things when you've only just arrived is quite a demand.
What do you know about Warner?
Oh, that guy? I'm familiar. He used to be a bit of a sorry sight, selling shells that he'd collect on the beach just to get by, but he seems to have suddenly shot up in the world recently.
Ah.
I can only assume he must have found himself a patron after leaving the International Trade Association.
Huh. You're saying he used to be a member of the International Trade Association? So he's an Outlander too?
Yes. Couldn't you tell when you spoke to him?
I didn't get the impression he was... I mean, I kind of did. I want to say this, actually.
That's
Sounds
right.
like a monster.
Werner was born in Mondstadt, then went into the shipping business, trading between Leah and Inazuma. When Inazuma closed to the outside world, he was one of a group of Outlanders that ended up stranded on Rito.
Huh. What a bummer.
The International Trade Association was initially very generous to him, but over time, with decree after decree, the association members found it increasingly difficult to make ends meet.
So he left the association and turned his back on them.
I'm sure it's more nuanced than that. I believe even the most ungrateful and cold-hearted of people still have some amount of gratitude and warmth left in them somewhere.
I got him, nice child.
Really? Is that all you need to know?
Well then, it sounds like you may have found a way in with him.
My permit.
Alright. Go. Mr. Warner. I would like a word.
What are you doing back here? Just because I got plenty of time on my hands doesn't mean I want to waste any of it talking to you.
Time on your hands, some would call that a form of freedom. It was the wind that led me back here to... I think the freedom part makes more sense. Yeah, I think I want to go with that.
Where's this coming from?
The Bard's Serenade would be perfect right about now with Dandelion Wine. I think everyone knows more about Dandelion Wine than, like, Venti's singing, I feel like. I mean, he is popular, but I think more people know about, like, Diluc's Dawn Winery thing.
Mondstadt? You were talking about Mondstadt?
Yes. I think the lamp glass. This definitely looks the nicest out of all of these. Plus, it's the most of what I have, so.
Goodness, I can sense it now. So familiar, but I can't remember the last time I was there. The scent of Mondstadt. Oh, how it takes me back.
May the Amino Archon protect you. Can Betty actually see us from her? I don't know.
My hometown, the home of freedom. How I long to go back and visit.
It's working!
Now that I think about it, I actually kind of feel bad for this guy. Like, being so far away from home for so long would probably do this to someone.
So, trying to play my heartstrings like a liar, are you? I know what you're up to.
I mean, you didn't leave us much of a choice, so...
Huh? What is this? What are you up to now?
Just close your eyes already!
Shh.
You mean the sound of the ocean?
Grilled tiger fish, cheap at this. I think this one.
Leah Harbor. I can see it so clearly. Oh, and the sound of the waves, the calls of the merchants.
Okay.
Xiao lanterns. I'm right there at the lantern right. Oh, look at them floating up into the sky.
This guy has a really active imagination. Either that or he really does miss Liyue Harbor.
Probably a bit of both, actually.
Liyue.
Nautilus Jade is... I don't want to give that up. It's too much of a pain to mine. I don't want to give it the Juyan Shell because I'm pretty sure it's needed to ascend Shangling. Not even the Cheesen works.
Wait. Stop. That's enough. Don't make me relive it anymore. My poor heart can't take it.
A lot of people out there kind of sympathize with the position you're in. And a lot of people have supported you in the past. Well, based on how he treats the people who helped him so much, I don't know about the second part, but I feel like the first one's gonna make more sense.
You mean the folks from the International Trade Association? And I suppose they are far from home, just like me.
No, I guess it just works either way.
Often, I'll sneak down to the shore at night and listen to the sound of the waves. I like to imagine it's the voice of my hometown, carried across the ocean. I've run into folks from the association more than a few times doing just that, but I always hide my face and slip away. Don't you think I've wanted to talk things through with them and free myself from this anguish?
Well, no one's stopping you, so...
Yeah, that's true.
They're so resilient. None of them had anyone else to rely on, so they rallied together, committed to finding a way to survive. But I couldn't do it. I'm not strong enough. So I caved. Those people, they'd make the smallest of promises, offer the most measly benefits, and I'd do whatever they asked of me. And make Mondstadters look like the worst people in the world.
Who are these people? But I'm willing to bet there's something like one of the commissions or one of the people actually working like with the Electro Archon directly, maybe.
Alright, I'll tell you the whole story. It's eating me up inside and I can't take it anymore.
You ready to talk now?
But I betrayed them. I can't show my face there.
I mean, it's never too late, in my opinion.
Come on, you scaredy cat. Look, you messed up, but now it's time to make things right.
Mm-hmm.
So come on, get it off your chest. What's the deal here?
It's a scheme by the tax collection Ashigaru. Keijiro and his companions.
Ah, okay. So the tax collectors the last guy was talking
They
about?
start by overtaxing the merchants, then take the extra crystal marrow they receive and stockpile it. Once the merchants run out of places to buy crystal marrow, they get me to sell that extra stock back to the merchants at an extortionate price, with the proceeds going to the tax collection Ashigaru.
Ah, okay.
It's plain evil gouging them like this.
I don't know a lot about economics, but it sounded bad.
I'm their puppet, yes. But my cut is a tiny fraction of what we take in total. It's barely enough for me to live on.
We need evidence.
Evidence? You're right. Without conclusive evidence, he will never admit it.
I will say though, he's probably like the only guy that we would be able to get good evidence from, so this guy could end up being in danger if we were to just expose him like out in the open like that.
Now that I think about it, whenever I report back to him after a sale, he always heads to the same place. It's always made me suspicious. As it happens, I handed some Mora over to him not long ago. I can show you where he went if you want.
Okay.
Really? Well, then there's no time to lose. Let's go.
Alright, let's go. Page Root's trap.
If you want to taste Mondstadt
Alright.
wines, then look no further than
Keijiro, it's him.
Oh,
After him.
maybe not so loud. Fine. Oh.
Love or freedom? Which one should I choose? Should I close early? It's not like I'll get any customers.
Yeah, what up, Mr. Keijiro? Just don't look behind you. Alright? Do that for me, buddy?
Ah, Ryoko, how's business?
All the better thanks to your generous patronage.
Good. Thankfully, I earn plenty these days.
Oh, but of course,
Really?
tax collection is difficult work.
Too close. That's too close.
Come out, I can see you. Who are you? Why are you following me?
Oh, wait.
Uh-oh. Seems like he's noticed us.
Wait, so he can't see me at all, like, even if I have my back turned. He's gonna find me suspicious.
Should I close early? It's not like I'll get any customers. Sorry.
Keijiro,
After him.
Okay.
Which one should I choose?
So, at some point he turned around
Should I close early?
after talking to that
It's
lady.
not like I'll get any customers.
Too close. That's too close. He'll notice us for sure.
Ah, Ryoko, how's business?
All the better thanks to your generous patronage.
Good. Thankfully, I earn plenty these days.
Oh, but of course, tax collection is difficult work.
Too close. That's too close. He'll notice us for sure. He's getting further and further away. Let's catch up a little.
Now, who else is behind on payments? Let me think. Yes, the trade association clique still needs to be brought into line.
He's getting further and further away. Too close. That's too close. He'll notice us for sure. He's getting further and further away. Let's catch
Come
up a
on,
little.
Josh.
He's getting further and further away. Let's catch
I'm
up
on.
a little.
I am trying here.
He's getting further and further away. Let's catch up a little.
There we go.
what could he be doing at a place like this?
It looked like he buried something over there, didn't it? Why don't we take a look?
Yeah, sure. Please never make me do a stealth game like thingy after a gym. I'm not good at it.
Whoa, it's a ledger.
It's a ledger.
Boring! Hyman thought he'd hidden a big pile of Mora here.
Cool.
Yeah.
Let me take a look here. Ah, yes! This is what we're looking for. A clear and complete record of every single transaction, each one proof of his guilt.
Great!
Oh.
Well, now we have our hard evidence. Let's go tell Karisu the good news, shall we?
I'll say goodbye to you here then.
No. You're
Huh?
coming with us.
You aren't gonna come with us?
I need a little more time before I'm ready to face the head of the association. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's fine. Okay.
Huh. Poor Werner is a pretty awkward guy, huh?
Yeah. And goes to the trade association. Hopefully nothing goes wrong. It's kind of suspicious that he didn't want to. Well, it's understandable and a bit suspicious at the same time.
Sorry.
And he. Wait, no, that's someone else.
But we really don't have anything left. If this keeps up, our sales will come in at a loss. There'll be nothing left for us to do but starve.
You know the decree. The rules are the rules. No discounts, no exceptions, and no excuses.
You're the one making a mockery of rules here, Mr. Kenjiro.
And who are you? Another new member of the association?
No.
It just so happens that we found your little ledger, so now we're here to tell everyone all about how you embezzled crystal marrow to sell it right back to the taxpayers.
Huh? Is this true?
Yes, we have the papers.
You've been
Prove it.
swindling us!
Well, you see, the taxes,
Let me take a look at the ledger.
There you go, sir.
Well, would you look at that? Every payment the association has made is right here in your personal ledger. So, Mr. Keijiro, it seems you have some explaining to do. How shall we settle this,
So you think you can use this against me, do you? It's quite obvious that I'm merely trying to earn a modest living for myself, like anyone else.
Really?
Word has it that Samurai and the Commission place great importance on reputation and prestige. Though I'm sure Commission members won't blame you once word gets out.
Oh,
Huh? Is that a threat? Are you threatening me?
perhaps.
No,
Yes.
not at all. I'm simply stating that it would be quite a pity if an illustrious gentleman such as yourself were to have their reputation tarnished.
Yes.
Well, even if what you say is true, what do you suggest we do about it?
I believe you still have a quantity of crystal marrow in your possession, correct?
Perhaps.
Perhaps that crystal marrow could be used as compensation for the recent tax hike, and us merchants could finally have some more breathing room.
Is that it?
Oh, do you have any idea the hoops I had to jump through to get the crystal marrow and keep it hidden? Fine. In that case, I'll send it over to you today.
And not even an ounce of shame for his actions.
So that's it? My shop's been closed for weeks now. I've even had to ask my friends to help bail me out. What about my losses?
Come on, Harrison. We've already struck a good deal here.
I'm sick of being pushed around like this. I won't let him off so easily.
Harrison!
Oh no.
Hey, what's all this racket? Does someone dare question the decree?
Oh boy.
Ah, Chief, you've arrived.
What was all the commotion I heard just now?
Oh, we were just discussing a minor tax issue. I do my utmost to lend them a helping hand, but they're never grateful.
A helping hand? The only thing you're doing is stuffing your greedy pockets with our hard-earned wealth. I assure you that Hirage Shinsuke will hear of this.
Oh, and you dare to utter the commissioner's name. You outlanders have no respect for the rules.
Oh boy.
Seize the merchants. We will resolve this dispute back at headquarters.
Uh-oh. This is going in a bad direction.
Tama,
Gentlemen, come now. Is there
thank
any
you.
need
Why
for
not?
this?
Why not
If there's a dispute to resolve, let's get a drink and talk it over.
Thank you, Tama.
Who are you supposed to be? And why in my right mind would I join you for a drink?
You never heard of the Fixer?
Contacts? My mom? Contact?
Here's my card.
Huh. You're from the Yashiro Commission.
Shh.
Huh. Well, this is Kanjo Commission territory. However powerful the Yashiro Commission may be, you have no business meddling in Rito's affairs.
Of course not, of course not. Still, perhaps you could show the young lady of our clan some courtesy. You wouldn't want your name showing up in a petition to the Shogun, would you?
That fan, the Shirasagi Himegimi. I don't need any trouble with her. Okay, let's forget all this. It'll give us one less thing to worry about.
Thank you, Mr. Toe.
Chief!
Enough! We're leaving.
Let's get dinner one day soon, gentlemen. My treat, I insist. No response, huh? I suppose that bridge is well and truly burned then.
Probably.
Thank you so much, Toma. But I'm sorry your relationship with the Kanjo Commission had to suffer for our sake.
Hey, I was joking. It's a small price to pay, and you're more than welcome. If there's anyone you should be thanking, it's the Traveler. He's the one who found a way to turn things around.
True.
If nothing else, I'm sure the tax collection Ashigaru will tread a little more carefully in the future.
Probably.
What was all that?
Shh, not here. Too many people listening. Let's move somewhere else.
Okay, but that fan definitely seems important.
Corruption seems rife in the Kanjo Commission. They truly are rotten to the core. All right, time for me to answer your questions. What would you like to know?
Tell me about that fan.
Straight to the point. Let me reintroduce myself.
Okay.
I belong to the Kamisato clan of the Yashiro Commission on Narukami Island. I'm an attendant of the Shirasagi Himegimi.
Okay.
You've been keeping your true identity a secret from us this whole time? So, the Yashiro Commission. Guessing that's another branch of the Tri-Commission?
Correct. The Kamisato clan is the head of the Yashiro Commission, who manage ceremonial and cultural affairs. I'd go into more detail on what exactly that covers, but I'm not even sure myself.
Huh.
I'm just someone who was fortunate enough to be taken in by the Kamisato clan. My role is to take care of the daughter of the clan, Kamisato Ayaka, also known as the Shirasagi Himegimi.
I think she had a banner, like, just now.
Seems like she must be super famous in Inazuma, given the reaction of those guys just now.
Is she the new blue-haired girl, or is... I think there was like a orangish-haired one too. I don't remember their names.
Oh, most definitely. She's graceful, dignified, and kind-hearted too. The people of Inazuma quite adore Miss Kamisato. Her fame even somewhat eclipses that of her older brother, Kamisato Ayato, despite the fact that he's the current head of the clan.
Oh.
I suppose those who treat others with compassion earn themselves the same treatment in return. Miss Kamisato's situation certainly seems to attest to that. Take me, for example. I'm just an attendant, and yet she treats me as an equal, as she would a friend.
Oh, that's sweet. What did this fixer... So where did this fixer righto thing come from? And so as her attendant, are we helping you or her? I think I'm more curious about the first part.
You're asking the right questions, and to be honest, I don't want to keep you in the dark any more than is necessary.
Okay.
Firstly, you should know that being a fixer is not something you can fake. I spent the better part of a month tirelessly building up a network of relationships on the island, and I got to know Captain Beto during that time too.
Makes
Still
sense.
pretty good going for just a month's work.
Well, maybe I have a slight knack for schmoozery, but the main thing was I had to make sure I'd be in time to receive you when you arrived. Inazuma may have closed off to the outside world, but that hasn't stopped a lot of people from hearing about your feats in Mondstadt and Liyue. So, when Miss Kamisato heard of your intention to come to Inazuma, she began looking forward to your arrival with great anticipation. She's excited to find out whether the rumors are true. That is, that you have what it takes to change the tide of the times.
Change the tide of the times?
You want me to beat up the Electro Archon?
In the test I gave you earlier, although there were a few hiccups at the end, it was you who found the way to turn the situation around. Navigating powerful people, using their character flaws to your advantage. It's just what Miss Kamisato had hoped to see. With your help, even the Vision Hunt decree.
Wait, what? I gotta say I never offered to help. Like, outright refusing is a bit much. Like, I would personally want to help stop the whole Vision Hunt decree thing. That's kind of wrong to do, taking away something that people kind of worked hard to get.
That's an unexpected development. Perhaps our sources were misleading.
Sorry, but I guess I only have one goal here to meet the Raiden Shogun.
Yes, of course. I completely understand, and as agreed, I shall help set that up for you.
Toma sure didn't put up much of a fight.
Well, my work on Rito is done. So I suppose this is goodbye for now. One more thing. This invitation letter is for you. When you get to Narukami Island, you can find me at the Komori Tea House, as per the letter. Good luck with everything. See you soon.
See you soon, Toma.
Toma's not such a bad guy, huh? We should get going.
What?
Huh? What's up?
Outsiders are unable to leave, right?
Oh, right! Paimon forgot all about that! Wait, so did Toma forget that too?
This might be the next one of his
Darn it! No wonder he was so matter-of-fact about the whole thing! As soon as we get off Ritu, Paimon's going straight to Komori Tea House to settle the score! Well, guess we should give it a try. Let's head to the border and see how far we get.
Alright. Nice. I try to leave right.
Enjoy the blessing of lesser Lord. Blessing now 10% off.
So the border is right around here.
Stop there. Present your travel permits.
Sorry, but we really gotta get to Narukami Island. It's kinda urgent.
If you don't have a travel permit, this is as far as you'll get. Those are the rules.
As expected. Traveler, you gotta think of something. How do we get out of Rito?
If the Yashiro Commission has heard of
Are
us.
you saying we should go and meet with the Kanjo Commissioner? Guess it can't hurt to try. Even if Paimon has a few choice words to say about his subordinates. Who knows? Maybe he's our biggest fan.
Wait, the kind of hero guys like ones who were like doing tax collecting thing, or I wanted to talk to guys that Toma was working with.
Halt! This is the Kanjo Commissioner's office. No trespassers.
We're here to see, the Kanjo Commissioner?
The Kanjo Commissioner seldom entertains Outlanders. Leave now or we'll be forced to...
Hello, Mr. Oldman.
Wait.
Oh, Commissioner!
These two are honored guests from afar. No need to give them the usual spiel.
Oh.
Come on in. Let's see what we can do for you.
Did you get all that, mister?
My sincere apologies.
So are these the guys that Tom was working with, or not? I get kind of mixed up with like the three commissioners thing. Hello.
I am Hiragi Shinsuke, Kanjo Commissioner and head of the Hiragi clan. It's an honor to meet you both.
I am honored to meet you as well.
Nice to meet you, sir. So, the reason we wanted to come and see you was because...
All right, all in good time. Two travelers renowned far and wide have shown up to see me, and I should very much like to make their acquaintance. Let's not limit this to business only.
So what you're saying is, we really are pretty famous, huh?
Absolutely. How many other people in the world have what it takes to knock the wind out of Storm Terror's sails and put the Overlord of the Vortex back under the sea, eh?
Well, technically that was just us dropping the Jade Chamber on him, but I guess we technically helped in doing that.
Exactly! Paimon thinks you make an excellent point.
And I hear you also foiled a Fatui plot in Liyue Harbor.
Yes.
Even beat one of their harbingers in a duel. Is that true?
Yep. Wipe the floor with child, definitely. Okay, I did have trouble, but
Whoa,
I didn't lose anyone, I
you
think.
heard about that too? Yep, it's true, all right.
As I thought.
Something wrong?
No. I'm simply awestruck by you both is all.
Did they get away? They did still get their way, though.
Rito is greatly honored to have you visit us. One other thing I heard about you is your great zeal for helping other people. This makes me wonder whether you might be so kind as to render your assistance to the Conjo Commission.
Oh, sure, no problem. Whatever you need, right?
It's my
Excellent.
forte.
Well then, you must know the Genshin.
Yes.
A flower grows on the mountaintops of Liyue.
I have one.
Yep, we've picked a few of those before. So, you want us to go back to Liyue?
Yes, bring me 300 Genshin, would you?
What?
Freshly picked, I mean.
Did Paimon hear that wrong?
You might be orders of magnitude off.
Too much trouble, is it? I see. Then how about this? We have a few items that need delivering. Perhaps you can help with that?
Maybe,
That
sure.
sounds much more like it.
709 letters to be precise.
Okay, jeez.
Hey, what gives? How come you don't have people to do that already?
Terribly sorry. We're just a little short on people lately.
Hello?
What sort of an explanation is that?
Hello?
Traveler, what are we going to do? Should we really help this guy?
I'll consider it.
That's
sure.
the spirit. Don't keep me waiting too long now.
You're seriously considering taking this job? The terms are ridiculous.
Alright, I guess I'll leave then. I'm done with that.
Halt, you two!
Oh, just as I suspected.
What did we do?
Miss Hiragi has a letter for you. She insists that you read it immediately.
Ah.
A letter? Quick, let Paimon see.
Lightly perfumed letter. Traveler, with that I could convey this message to you in person. I apologize for the hasty means I wish this letter has come to you, and I hope it hasn't left you feeling perplexed or perturbed in any way. My first time extending an invitation to an unknown outlander, after all. It's no mere coincidence that our paths have crossed, therefore I hope that you would be so courteous as to meet me tonight. Under the glow of resplendent moonlight. Please don't fret about retainers and bodyguards. I'll ensure that their attention shall be elsewhere. Look forward to the pleasure of your company. Okay.
So this means she wants you to secretly meet her at night?
Yeah.
But you didn't seem surprised at all by this. What's going on?
He kinda stared at me from behind a pillar for some reason.
You've been up to something behind Paimon's back.
I mean, you've been here the whole time, so I don't know.
Let's ask her tonight and see what she has to say.
Alright. Gotta change the time. I wonder how this thing really works. Like, Can I actually control time, or am I just standing there for 16 hours? I think everyone's just passing by, it's just like, why is that guy just standing there? Ooh. How do I get up there? I want shiny. These roofs are gonna get in the way of me trying to.
You finally arrived. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Hiragi Chisato.
Okay, you know what? Forget the little star thing, I guess the goal is to do the story, so focus on that.
This is technically the second time we have met. It's a pleasure to see you again.
Wow. She's the daughter of the Hiragi clan, all right.
It's nice to meet you.
No need to be so formal. I've long marveled at your accomplishments, and at last we have the chance to meet.
Is it Paimon, or does something seem a bit off here?
It's a bit weird.
The reason why I wanted to secretly meet you here is, well, I feared that I might never have another opportunity to discuss this with you.
Discuss what?
Ahem. I should like to ask for your help with delivering a letter.
Okay.
Like father, like daughter. Couldn't you be more original?
No, you misunderstand me. Please, allow me to explain.
Okay, but like, why did Aether look so disappointed by?
I was hoping that you could deliver a letter to Narukami Island in my stead. It is to be given to Kujo Kamachi of the Tenryou Commission. My father has always forbidden me from communicating with him. He knows that there are prospects for my marriage that would better serve him politically. But my heart is with Kamachi. There is no one who would dare defy my father's will on Rito, but you are outlanders. Outlanders seeking to get to Narukami Island. It would be regrettable to let such an opportunity pass.
I guess we could do that.
Oh, Paimon gets the whole picture now.
Of course, in doing so, I will also do everything in my power to help you leave Rito. That is my promise. To be perfectly honest, as long as you remain in Inazuma, my father will have no intention of letting you leave Rito.
What?
Yeah, we figured as much. It was pretty obvious he was just trying to hold us up here.
Okay, yeah, no, that makes sense when you put it like that.
I secretly overheard a conversation between my father and a very arrogant-sounding woman just a few days ago. They seemed to be discussing how to keep you here on Rito. In fact, it was the first time I had ever heard my father speak so respectfully to someone who wasn't the Shogun.
Someone who wasn't the Shogun, huh?
We don't have much time. I'll tell you my plans to help you off the island. It just so happens that a shipment of goods is... Very well. I'll be waiting for you at the border. I'm counting on you to deliver my letter.
I'm wondering if that arrogant sounding lady she was talking about, that could be that one Fatui woman who and also was there with child when Chong-Li gave up his kenosis.
Hold on, please. These goods are being sent to Watatsumi Island?
My lady, this is an unexpected honor. You are correct. These goods have been repeatedly requested by the Kanjo Commissioner. We must be certain that they reach Watatsumi Island intact.
Is there something wrong, Lady Hiragi?
No, as you were. My father simply has some concerns of the shipment's safety, and has ordered that myself and an additional qualified escort be dispatched to ensure safe transport of the goods.
Yep.
My lady, you aren't suggesting that you intend to escort this shipment personally, are you? There's certainly no need for you to trouble yourself with such a matter. And as for this qualified escort...
I look forward to working with you.
Please, do not cause us any further delay. If memory serves me right, my father has already asserted that this shipment must arrive on time. I'm certain punishment will be duly dispensed if it fails to do so.
Yes, of course, my lady. It's just that, well, we don't know who this...
Now, need I remind you of the penalty if anything were to happen to me en route? I'm sure you are all quite familiar with my father's temperament. Do you really presume that you can fully guarantee my safety on your own?
Boy, Chisato can talk the talk. They don't stand a chance.
Yes, my lady. Very well then. It's an honor to have you accompanying us. Your safety is our highest priority.
Shinojo, you can't really be agreeing to this.
Well, the request is from Lady Hiragi herself. It is our duty to serve her in the utmost capacity.
Yes, but that's not the problem here.
Well then, if we're through here, I suggest we set off at once. Dawdling will only allow potential thieves more time to prepare, no?
Yes, my lady. You heard her. There's no time to lose.
Alright, let's go. We have to fight things along the way, but...
My lady, please stay back. We'll handle it.
Not as well as we'll handle it.
Up there are. For some reason, the treasure hoarder is here looking exactly the same as the ones from Leeway.
It's my lucky day.
Oh,
Disappear! Direct assault! See no more! Monster sighted! Prepare to counterattack! Protect Lady Hiraki at all costs!
We'll take care of this! Stay with Chisato!
Right. You two stay out.
I got careless. Direct assault!
Don't drop anything.
Yeah, right. Wind blade. Watch out!
No, touchy.
More monsters inbound. Lady Hiraki, stay close.
Yep. Time to bring in the big guys.
Boba, get them!
You're open. My blade.
Midnight Phantasmagoria!
There we go. Nice. Ego eyes, too.
We can take refuge in the village up ahead. How are you faring, my lady?
Oh, a fox. Is it a fox?
I'm perfectly all right. You may stop here. The road to Narukami Island is just over there.
Right.
In my letter, I've requested Kamaji to grant you a special travel permit from the Tenryou Commission. Consider it a token of my appreciation.
Thank you, Chisato.
My lady.
So that's how it is. I had a feeling something was amiss, but Shinojo, you...
No, Lady Hiragi would never hide anything from us, I'm sure of it. But who is this Kamaji you speak of, my lady?
You should not say that out loud, you know.
I'm not afraid to say that he's the one I love.
The one you love?
Shinojo, did you honestly think that...
Bruh.
What? No, I was just clarifying, that's all. I would never in my wildest dreams,
You okay?
You two needn't worry. Please, forget that this ever happened. If my father catches word of it, I alone will be held accountable.
Yes, of course. As you wish, my lady.
But what will happen if your actions here are discovered, Chisato?
Don't fret. My father has always been one to spoil me. The worst he'd do is sentence me to half a day without food or something to that effect.
Okay, that's kind of a jerk move still, though.
Huh. Paimon never suspected a guy like him could have a soft side.
I wish you a safe journey. I'm sure we will meet again.
Bye, Chisato!
Hi.
Come now. Quit your staring and let's get moving. We've got goods to shift.
All right.
Is he okay? Wow. Cool.
We're finally on our own way again. I suppose it's time we find Toma. Now, where did he say he would meet us again?
Oh, wait, hold on. There's quite a few new world quests. So. That I want to do. I deal with the main story first. Hello. And now I can't pet you, but I still want to say hi, buddy. Okay, fine. And also, I saw flip. Yeah, it was a bit farther away than I thought. There it is. I don't know if this is the one I saw in there. I only saw one.
One day, I'll be as great as Ryuji.
One seems like it's gonna be. Where? Up, right up there. Come in. And there's another one. Focus on the store. I want to know what's up with all of these things. Which stuff? Oh. Wait, was that anything bad or? Okay, there we go. Oh, another teleport waypoint. I really do love how this place looks. Very nice purple. The blue one. Look at all the cool colors used around it. I think like it really works well with the night sky. Ooh, doggo. Ooh, doggo. Hello. Why hasn't developers allowed us to pet you yet? Short move, running parts. Well, it's the round. Okay, right away. I find I'll use the stairs like a normal person, alright? Ooh, nah. Thanks, Elvis. Let me just grab this real quick. And now let's get back on. Ooh, that looks cool. Kind of like a statue of Venti. Venti in front of the big church. There we go.
According According to the letter, this should be the place.
Keyword being should be.
Sorry, we don't serve the general public. I'm afraid you'll have to leave.
Okay, Jews.
Wait! We're not the general public!
Well then, you must be a couple of wandering outlanders that snuck into the nation, judging by your attire.
Okay, that's a bit rude of you to judge, but perhaps we are.
Are our clothes really so... what Paimon means to say is...
Here's the invitation letter.
The Yashiro Commission's seal. This must be from Mr. Toma. It seems there's more to you than meets the eye. In which case, welcome to the Komore Tea House, a safe haven for the Yashiro Commission.
Well, that sounds more like it.
Yes. So we need to send the letter to, or is this some other person? Oh, this is where we were supposed to be Toma, I think.
Well, now that we're here, where's Toma?
Okay.
Paimon doesn't see him anywhere. Do you think he forgot his promise to meet us?
Chef Doggo. Chef Doggo.
Who forgot their promise? I was beginning to think you'd forgotten about me.
Wait, what?
What? Is that dog talking to us?
I guess he's behind the dog.
Relax. No need to look so surprised. I take it this is the first time you've seen me in this form?
Wait, what? Wait, is this Toma? Wait, so you're...
Huh. So you didn't see anything like this when you were in Liyue Harbor?
Oh, hey, Phantomanta. And welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good day.
Now that you mention it, this does suddenly seem less out of the ordinary.
That's a warm day. That's good to hear. It's a very hot day in my areas. Though it's nearing the end of summer at least, so hopefully things will cool down a bit. Anyways.
Alright. I've had my fun.
Okay, there he is.
Hey! You're this close to getting an ugly nickname, mister!
That's funny though. Actually, it would have been really cool if he was the dog somehow.
Well, I've had some time to kill, given that I've been waiting here for you for so long, as was the case in Rito.
Up here. Oh. Yeah, the summer is a real pain, honestly. Like, it is nice, but the heat is sometimes a bit too much. And there's like no rain, and like it never rains around here where I live.
So I came up with this little fun greeting for when you arrived. But in all seriousness, I would like to apologize about that little test you went through earlier, though it was quite necessary.
I don't know about necessary, but thank you for the test, I guess, Toma.
It helped us determine whether or not to bring you before Ms. Kamisato, and whether you had the courage to face the lightning alongside us.
Don't think that Paimon's gonna forgive you just because you're getting all serious now.
Sorry, did I overdo it? My apologies.
So how do we do in our little test?
Let me just say this. You've often found yourself skirting the rules from the very beginning, haven't you?
Perhaps.
Naturally, this is due to your unwavering and resolute determination. A long time ago, we had a friend who was much the same, but when the lightning struck...
Mean Caspa's friend?
So you've heard of his story.
Yes.
His light still burns all the more brightly.
So we're allowed to meet Shirasagi Himegimi.
Yes, of course. I will bring you to the Kamisato residence where the Yashiro Commission is located. But before that, there is one other place I was hoping you both would accompany me to.
Oh? Where?
I would like you to come with me to the statue of the omnipresent god. It's still under construction now, but you can already see it from practically anywhere on Narukami Island.
Alright. Also, can we talk to the doggo? Ah, hello. What happened? Who's a some doggy? You are. You're a good doggo. Good chef doggo. Understand me. Have you met someone who smells like me before? Woof woof. Have you seen Lumine, Mr. Doggo? And also, can I sign a contract with you to work here? Alright, I'll leave. I can keep the doggo around. Why don't they have the feature to let us have pets though? Even the pets you get in like the Serenity pod thing, you can't pet or like feed them or anything. They just kind of walk around. I don't need a bridge. I'm making my own route. Okay, maybe I should have chosen the bridge. Alright. Alright. You were being yanked. They better give us the option to make Doggo some of those pets. But what animals are available actually?
This area sure feels gloomy. People probably don't come here often, do they?
Sealies and Ocean. I guess Sealies make sense, but I am not keeping Oceanid as a pet. I hate those guys.
Huh? Are Paimon's eyes playing tricks? Or are there things embedded in the statue?
Then they get a Sealies on right now. Oh.
Visions.
What?
Visions? You mean all the visions that are collected from the Vision Hunt Decree are put into the statue?
So you've already heard of the Vision Hunt Decree. Before I try to explain, I should perhaps remind you first that Mondstadt is the city of freedom, and Leah is the city of contracts.
Look at the Oceanic pet is cute. Okay. I might make an assumption for that one, but I won't know until I see it.
As for Inazuma, it's known as the Nation of Eternity. The Raiden Shogun is both the nation's most powerful ruler and its deity. The Eternity in question is her endless and unchanging will to rule over Inazuma. As such, she relies on the Tri-Commission to regulate the nation's affairs and the Sakoku Decree to limit the people's movement. The Shogun wishes to keep Inazuma in stasis, allowing the stream of time to flow from one end to the other without disturbing it for all time.
Seems like every god has their own will.
Of course, this is my own limited understanding. As for the reason behind the recent Vision Hunt Decree, perhaps the Shogun believes that visions grant people the power to change, and that her eternity doesn't allow for such instability to exist. Whatever the case, the fact is that the Raiden Shogun has dispatched the Tenryou Commission to scour the nation for visions, embedding each one in this statue. And this statue of the omnipresent god can be seen as Inazuma's symbol of eternity.
But if that's the case, wouldn't you say that the Raiden Shogun is being, I don't know, selfish?
Yes, definitely.
Only outlanders such as yourselves would ever dare speak out so directly against the Raiden Shogun. And yet, I agree. The Vision Hunt Decree is something that simply should not exist. And Miss Kamisato has been committed to fighting it since the day it was announced.
Oh. Okay, well.
Huh?
What's that about?
Hey, are you okay? You look like your mind is elsewhere.
What was that just now?
Sound? What sound? I didn't hear anything. Did something happen?
Yeah, you touched the statue, and then what?
You hear the sound of people's aspiration. That is terrifying.
Aspirations? That would seem to confirm the saying. Have you heard it before? That when a person's ambition reaches a certain strength, the gods look upon them with favor. That is where visions come from. In other words, a person's vision represents their ambition. So if what you just said is true, then the ambitions of these people are stronger than I imagined. All right, time for the next stop on our tour of Narukami Island, the Kamisato residence.
Finally!
Actually, let's get the chief. And you. Alright. Where are okay. Might take me a bit. And my stamina is not helping. He's so far away from everywhere else. And there doesn't seem like a bridge or anything to really get this. This would be... No, it's a bit too far. This might be the best. Alright. Okay. Looking good. Looking good. Alright. We made it. Now for climbing. Honestly, my least favorite part of Genshin is definitely the climbing, because I have lost stamina and just ended up falling to my death more times than getting killed by any other, like anything else in Genshin. Like, no boss has killed me more than me just falling from climbing too much. I know that there are foods that help with reducing the amount of stamina you use, but I keep forgetting to use them. I would like to make a little marking here. Purple key. What? Whoops. Purple key needed. Okay. And I got it. Right over there. Hopefully this pathway is work. I need to use it again. Hello? What was that? Can I attack things or... Oh, well, I can attack them.
Blink!
the wind!
Let's do this. Okay, wait. Where is... There's the maid.
Over here. The merrier. Oh, now you've got me worked up.
Wait, hold up.
Nice and tight.
Get rid of that shield, please. Okay. Yes, well. And adjust. I need Barbara to heal everyone, actually. Hold on. Oh, hello. Get up here.
Ready, steady, go!
Alright, one should be good. After everything I've done, that both Jangling and Fish are way stronger than Ether is somehow, but I still like using him as like my go-to DPS. I just like having them in reserves, I guess. Maybe I just really like the way like Ether plays. That frames are dropping a bit. Oh, but I'm affecting the stream too.
This is the kind of place where the big shots of Inazuma live, huh? Paimon kinda expected it to be snazzier.
I mean, it's kind of hard to top the Jade Chamber.
Welcome at last to the Kamisato residence, honored guests. Miss Kamisato is delighted to finally meet you.
Is this the Shirasage Himegimi you keep going on about? So, where's she at?
Oh?
Oh, behind the screen?
Yes. As the daughter of the Yashiro Commission, this is how Miss Kamisato is accustomed to receiving guests.
Okay.
Consider it a time-honored tradition within the Yashiro Commission. Forgive me if this is an unwelcome surprise.
I think I understand.
Makes sense. She's a super important person after all.
Please forgive my lack of courtesy for receiving you in this fashion, especially following such a long and wearisome journey over the sea. I have awaited your arrival with great anticipation, and Toma assures me that you do indeed possess the power to change the tide of the times. At present in Inazuma, in the name of the Vision Hunt Decree, the people's aspirations are being senselessly trampled underfoot.
Yeah, they are.
Though the Yashiro Commission serves the Shogun, it is the people with whom we share close bonds, given the contact we are required to have with them in the performance of our duties. A commission's power rises and falls with the trust of their people. Thus, we cannot remain indifferent to this situation without also remaining indifferent to our own fate. Traveler, lend us your power, and we can...
I'm just here to see the Raiden Shogun. I did not come here to start a rebellion. I guess the first one is slightly better.
Oh.
See, milady, it's just like I said. This will take us nowhere.
And I think there's a bit of a change to Aether's character, it feels like, ever since we found Lumine working for the Abyss.
No, please, wait. Please, don't go.
I will introduce you to the Raiden Shogun on one condition. You must fulfill 3 small wishes on my behalf. What are your wishes?
Oh, you guys wear genies now.
They pertain to 3 whose visions were taken from them. Perhaps once you've met them, you will understand. A warrior who guards a village, a former samurai who helped carry out the Vision Hunt decree, and a swordmaster determined to become the best in the world. Does Paimon got that right? Correct. Please do all you can to help them. I will await your return here.
I'll do as you wish, then.
Then you have my gratitude.
I'm sure you'll do great.
Alright. To the Konda village and that was got it. Also, is there a teleport waypoint around here that I might have missed? Because I don't want to walk all the way back here again. Or this place itself like. Oh wow. That's a teleport waypoint right there. Okay. Now but where we need to go. Okay. Let's go here. Alright. Oh, they're right at the teleport
Let's
point.
see. Where's the person Ayaka told us about?
Why are you doing this? Why leave all of a sudden, after all these years?
Guessing this guy that guards the town?
Precisely. It's much too sudden. We've had no time to prepare. The children are desperate for you to take them out to play. Please, we urge you to reconsider.
That must be the guy Ayaka told us about. Let's go over and see.
Alright.
Ah, you must also be here to try and convince Tejima to stay. Tejima has protected this place ever since he arrived here 30 years ago.
Okay, so it is him.
Keeping out the treasure hoarders, fending off any monsters that draw near, resolving quarrels between the villagers. He has put an enormous amount of work into looking after this place, and we all think the world of him. But now, all of a sudden, he says he plans to leave us. We can't help but wonder, was it something we did?
Probably the Vision Hunt decree.
We will gladly apologize if that's the case. All we want is for him to stay.
Alright, now for the this guy. Quite a change.
If you want my opinion, something to do with the Vision Hunt decree. It's clear that Tejima had done nothing wrong, and still they confiscated his vision. After that, he became a completely different person. I can't claim to fully understand it, but I could tell that he'd lost something very important to him. He went off on a walk, alone, circled the village a few times, and then, out of the blue, he announced that he was going to leave and become a wanderer. Truth be told, we aren't sure whether trying to keep him here is the right thing to do. But equally, it doesn't feel right to let him leave when he's in this state. He's a lost soul.
Okay, that makes sense.
Seems like he's a well-respected guy around here.
Alright, so we need to talk to him now and then? Yes. The Tejima?
You must be Tejima. So what's made you want to up and leave all of a sudden?
Me? It's not a question of why I want to leave, but a question of what reason I would have to stay.
I mean, everybody kind of depends on you.
But that's not why I chose to stay here. And what made me want to come here 30 years ago? And why have I never wanted to leave in all that time? I don't have answers to those questions because I can't remember anymore. Ever since they took my vision away, it's like a slice of my memory is gone. In the past, I knew I wanted to stay here. But whatever resolve I had then, it's gone now. So I thought, what's to stop me from moving around instead? The emptiness inside me will be there either way.
Okay. Well, in that case, if we help you rediscover the reason you chose to stay, you won't need to leave anymore, right? But if you can't remember anything, it's not gonna be easy. Oh, maybe if you just try a little harder to remember, then it'll all come flooding back?
I don't know about that one, Paimon.
Oh, that reminds me. Last time I brought Tejima some fruit, I do believe I saw him writing in a diary.
I keep a diary? If you say so. I honestly can't seem to remember.
Oh, heck. Did he actually lose, like, genuinely lose memory from the...
Oh, yes, you do. And what's more, I remember you saying at the time that you wanted to make a note of a few interesting things. Things which would prove very important at a later date.
Okay, I thought it was just like over time he just kind of forgot why he wanted to do all this.
Perfect! So if we want to keep Tejima from leaving, we just need to find his diary. It must be around here somewhere. Let's take a look.
If you don't mind, we will leave you to find the diary. We should head back to the village to inform the others of Tejima's situation.
Alright, you go do that. There it is.
This looks like Tejima's diary, alright.
Honestly, I just came here because I saw something purple and shiny over here, but
Let's see what we have here. Today, the villagers and I got together to cook dry braised salted fish. I messed up and burned mine a little, so I had to pretend that it was black snakehead instead. Today, I helped rescue a kid who had fallen in the water. After I pulled him out, he told me that his best friend Bamboo was still in the water. I searched the water the whole afternoon before finding out that Bamboo was the name of his pet crab.
That's cute though.
I went kite flying today. The string broke, so I chased after it as fast as I could. I soon realized I was never going to get it back, so I just found somewhere to sit and watch as it flew away into the distance.
If only he had an animal vision.
Seems like your average diary of daily village life. Huh? Wait, there's more! I went to pray at the shrine again today and stayed there a while. The Omamori you gave me has faded a little, but it is still my most treasured possession.
Okay, so this one's being directed to someone else.
Now that's the kind of info we're looking for. Time to pay a visit to the shrine.
Okay. First I want to see. There we go. Go to the shrine.
I wish it could be like this all the time.
So this is the Omamori Tejima wrote about. Interesting. Looking at the color and the design, Paimon would have thought it belonged to a child. But anyway, if he had this with him all the time, there's a chance some of his elemental energy remained on it. Do you think that it might come in handy?
Let's see. So I need to use an elemental side, I guess? Yes, I do. Okay, so he had an electro arc, well, electro vision. Why do you keep saying arc? I don't see. Where are the traces made? Here. Let me check this, I guess.
Here we are! that Tejima visited a lot. The soil looks like it's been disturbed. Maybe Tejima buried something precious here. Something that kept him in the village all these years? Must be something pretty amazing if it made him stick around for 30 years. Let's dig it up and take a look.
Alright.
It looks like a letter. The paper's gone yellow. Must have been written a really long time ago. Konda Village. Sounds so familiar. Where is that place again?
If become separated during war, go away from me in Konda Village. There'll be a safe home for us.
Huh. So the reason Tejima came here was to wait for someone. But he's been here for 30 years. Oh, guess they didn't show up in the end, huh? Well, let's go give Tejima his stuff back and take it from there.
Alright. What kind of sad about it? Hey, Tejima.
Well, I'll be. That's certainly my handwriting. And I guess the Omamorian letter belonged to me too. But I have no memory of anything that's written in this diary. Still, it's clear that I was waiting for someone here, and that I chose to wait for 30 years. Over the years, I must have made a note of anything interesting. Anything that I could share with her when we were finally reunited.
Wait, so you remembered this as her? But nothing else?
And just look at all the things that did happen over the years. The time has flown by so quickly. 30 years feels like the blink of an eye. How could I have forgotten something so important to me? Now that I think about it, when my vision was taken from me, it felt like I'd suddenly been hollowed out. Love, regret, everything I felt for her, it's all disappeared. No, not especially. After all, I've forgotten who she was. Her face, her voice, the things we experienced together. I barely recall any of it. It's as if she'd never been in my life to begin with. As if all these years have been nothing but a hazy dream. I think maybe not. If this is something I waited most of my life for, I suppose I should carry on waiting. Although, what if she were to turn up eventually, only to find I didn't remember so much as her name? Wouldn't that be upsetting for her? When I think about it like that, I do feel a slight tinge of sadness in my heart. How curious. Why am I thinking like this when I don't even remember who she is? It's just like that feeling of emptiness, the feeling that something is missing. Thank you both for helping me reconnect with my reason for staying here. I shall remain here and keep waiting for her.
That's good, at least.
Tejima seems to be dealing okay, but still, it makes Paimon really sad.
Yeah.
Seems it's just like Ayaka and Tomo were saying. If you lose your vision, you lose all your hopes and dreams too. That certainly explains the state Tejima was in earlier. At least we were able to help him, weren't we?
Sort of.
Well, let's go find the next person.
Alright.
According to Miss Kamisato, the second one who lost their vision is a samurai from the Tenryou Commission.
Alright. I guess this one's a little bit closer, maybe. Nice. So this guy, he helped with vision hunting, but still got it taken from him.
They say the Tenryou Commission is directly controlled by the Shogun. They're the ones responsible for maintaining law and order in Inazuma, the ones actually enforcing the Vision Hunt decree. But why would they take action against one of their own? Paimon doesn't get it. Huh? There seems to be some commotion over there. Let's go see what's happening.
I'll ask one more time. Do you intend to withhold this month's emergency provisions?
The entire clan is counting on that food. We demand an explanation. How many times do I have to say it? I don't know anything about emergency provisions.
You dare deceive us? Those provisions are essential. Do you understand? Not some goods to be pocketed by greedy samurai.
You samurai think you can just do whatever you please? The Tenryou Commission will hear of this!
Emergency provisions, like emergency food. Here's just a box full of Paimons.
Oh, huh? And who are you? One of Kurosawa's gang, no doubt.
No.
What? We just happened to be passing by. We heard the commotion and came to see what the matter was.
I see. You seem to have come just at the right time. Perhaps you can help us settle this matter. This is Kurosawa. He's a samurai and a member of the Shogun's army. They issue emergency provisions to the area, and he's the one responsible for distribution. In the past, we'd simply ask him for provisions and everything would be delivered. Now, he suddenly refuses to give us anything. He's keeping the provisions for himself. I just know it. We'll starve without them.
No one seems to care about us. We used to think Kurosawa was a kind man, but he's shown his true colors. He's the same as all the other samurai. It's no wonder all the visions have been confiscated. The Raiden Shogun doesn't need people like him helping her rule the nation.
This must be one of the people Ayaka asked us to help. But why would she ever want us to help someone like him? Maybe we should talk to Kurosawa and see what he has to say.
That would be the right solution. Alright, so we got the...
I've never even heard of these emergency provisions.
Okay, so he lost his memory like the other guy.
I don't know whether it's rumors or whether they're trying to blackmail me. But either way, it's ridiculous. If I was hoarding supplies, would I still be the poor man I am today? My own family can barely get by as it is. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got other matters to attend to.
Yeah,
that's the first bit of truth I've heard all day. The Shogun's army told me that I was unworthy of my vision. And they said I was slacking off in my work. Apparently, I'd even disappointed the Raiden Shogun. And that's why they confiscated my vision.
Well, that's strange. You were helping enforce the Vision Hunt Decree. Why would you be unworthy of your vision?
To be perfectly honest, I don't seem to remember the details. All I know is that I would perform certain things every month. But I don't recall what they were. And it's not just that. I have this unsettling feeling, like someone owes me something.
Does it have to do with the missing emergency provisions?
I didn't take any. Like I said, if I was taking them for myself, I wouldn't be going through such hard times right now. To top it all off, my house was just raided by treasure hoarders, which is why I came here in the first place. I was chasing after them when I got held up by these two. If you don't believe me, go find the treasure hoarders yourself.
Okay.
If there were any emergency provisions to be had, they would have found them.
He seems to be telling the truth.
Alright, let's
but we
go find
better confirm. Let's go round up those treasure hoarders and see what they have to say. We should be able to follow their tracks. They couldn't have gone too far.
Alright. Got them. Let's get through this. Okay. Let's see what they've got. Okay, they got a fire kite down there. Maybe I'll drop down and just do some wind on them. Oh, okay, never mind.
We really outdid ourselves this time. All those samurai houses packed with goods. We really hit the jackpot. I mean, besides that one house.
You haven't seen anything yet. There'll be a lot more where this came from. Today's just the beginning. I'll be leading you all on an epic journey of pillage and plunder that will go down in Hoarder history.
I wonder if this is the same guy that I saw on that one island before.
You demand, boss!
These seem like the treasure hoarders we're after. Let's teach them a lesson!
Okay, probably. Actually, now that I think about it, I think it was an archer anyways. Probably not that good. No.
I got careless. Picked
there you go.
The wrong test subject.
Oh, there goes all the Mora. We worked hard to steal that, you know? Come on, boss. Think of something.
Not bad, kid. You ever think of joining the treasure hoarders? We could use someone like you.
Not likely. Word has it that you looted Kurosawa's house.
Kurosawa? Oh, I remember. So he's the one who sent you after us, huh? Just our luck. I knew he shouldn't have hit that place.
So what did you see inside? Was it stuffed with food supplies?
Food supplies? You kidding? That place was a complete mess. All we found was a strange-looking box, hopefully with valuables inside. I didn't want anyone else to see it, so I was planning on opening it myself once we got back. But now that you've caught us, how about we make a deal? That little box for our freedom. What do you say?
You've got a deal! Right. Now show us what's in the box!
Huh? What the?
There's nothing in here but IOUs!
Yeah, a lot of them too. And they all seem to be made out to the owner of a general goods store, a Miss Aoi. We're talking tons of Mora here. We better talk to this Miss Aoi and get to the bottom of this. As for you guys, you're free to go. Just pray that our paths don't cross again.
Yes, of course. So, we redeemed ourselves for some IOUs. Does that mean we broke even?
Maybe.
Shut it. Let's just get out of here.
Talk to someone at the general good job. Okay. He's a bit far up. Make it very soon enough. Hello, miss. I need to talk. I have a word with you. Got a bunch of IOUs.
Welcome to Tsukumomono Groceries. We've got everything you need. Can I help you find some? Or perhaps there's something you want to inquire about?
About these IOUs.
Ah, so you're friends of Kurosawa, I take it? Perhaps you're here to pay off his debts.
Whoa, whoa! Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We're just here to learn where they all came from. How did Kurosawa end up owing you so much money? Did he buy anything super expensive here?
Let me think. Kurosawa would come regularly to purchase large quantities of foodstuffs. He'd always put the payment on his own account. However, the price of provisions began to skyrocket recently, and his salary was no longer enough to cover the cost. So, he started writing out IOUs to cover whatever he couldn't afford of the usual amount.
So that's how he was getting those emergency provisions. But why did he have to purchase a usual amount? If the prices increased, couldn't he just buy less?
Well, if you think about it, the citizens receiving the emergency provisions must have been carefully calculating how much they needed to sustain them each time. Kurosawa thought that it would be quite the disappointment for them if they found they didn't have enough, especially after such long and careful planning. So he deemed it necessary to take on the debt rather than let the people down.
So he's a really nice guy.
Wow. Kurosawa was purchasing all the emergency provisions at his own expense. And no one ever appreciated what he did. They just complained and held him accountable.
People's attitudes will always reflect their circumstances. In the face of hardship, nobody cares to think twice. If you ask me, had Kurosawa told everyone the truth about the supplies from the start, then there wouldn't be such a severe backlash now. Of course, I'm sure there would still have been some unrest. What he was doing was truly a thankless deed. As for why he chose to spend his own money on emergency provisions and never tell anyone, I'm still not too clear myself. If you're still curious, why don't you go ask him yourself?
Doesn't remember.
I see. That reminds me, it seems that his vision was recently confiscated. Most unfortunate. If he doesn't clear the debt on his name, he'll have no choice but to sell that sword that is so dear to him.
Sword? What sword?
Oh, didn't he tell you? He possesses a very valuable blade. He's carried it for years now. I've asked him about its origins. He told me that it was a gift from his father, that it was too precious to sell. In hindsight, I regret that I never made an offer on it. Everything has its price, at least that's what I think. Why don't you ask him about the sword yourself? Perhaps it'll even provide you with the answers you're looking for. But before you go, if you would kindly settle today's bill.
No, thank you.
But we didn't buy anything.
Information is also a kind of commodity, wouldn't you agree? Don't worry, I won't charge much for information about Kurosawa. Nothing we ever discussed was explicitly confidential anyway. Oh, let me think. 2,000 mora should be a fair price.
Fine.
At least we now know where the emergency provisions are coming from. Plus, we found out that Kurosawa has a priceless sword in his possession. Let's go talk to Kurosawa again and see if he can remember anything.
Alright. Let's see, where are you? It's right there. I'm gonna get some water.
What are you doing here all by yourself? Where did those other two go?
I presented them with a choice. Either they left or I drew my sword. They left.
Understandable.
It turned out to be a real time saver, actually. Perhaps I should start using it more often. Did you manage to track down the treasure hoarders? Everything I said was true, right?
That just about sums it up. It turns out that you really were distributing emergency provisions, but they were all purchased at your own expense.
Strange. Is that really the kind of person I was? I don't really have any such recollection. Even after all you've told me, I still don't remember anything. Why was I purchasing emergency provisions for everyone? And why would I put myself in such a difficult situation? I really don't understand.
Okay, so what I get at is, when they take away your vision, you just take any memories related to, like, your motivations and stuff.
But I cannot deny that when I brandished my sword to scare those two away, I could sense that my body was somehow reluctant to do so. And this sword was once wielded by my father. I remember once when I was young, I wanted to sneak out with the blade and show it off to the kids next door. My father ended up catching me in the act. and scolded me severely. What did he say? I can't seem to remember that either. It would seem that I forgot many important things when my vision was taken from me. So many memories gone. Forever. No matter how hard I try to remember, all I can remember now is my father telling me that this blade bore his life's creed. Before he passed away, he placed the sword in my hands and said to me, "With this sword, you should..."
Hey, if you look carefully, there seems to be some words engraved on the hilt.
Oh?
Can you recognize the words?
Words are virtue and justice.
Virtue and justice? Somehow those two words seem to explain everything now. Taking on seemingly endless debts to make others happy. I guess that must have been my greatest ambition after all. But what use are virtue and justice? I purchased the provisions for those in need, and look how things ended up. The Tenryou Commission seized my visions, and the very people I was so desperately trying to help refused to understand me. And the irony of all of it is, I somehow still felt sorry when threatening them with my blade. I'm incapable of being a good person, yet I'm equally unable to be bad. I don't know what to do with myself.
We know where the visions are, like they're on the big statue thing, so we could just take them,
Yet
give them
another
back,
troubled
maybe?
soul. When we get the chance, let's speak to Toma about Kurosawa's debt. The Yashiro Commission would surely help cover his expenses. In any case, we must never let him sell off that sword.
Losing his vision is no longer a trifling matter. It's no trifling matter.
Yeah. Seems like losing all ambition is a terrible experience.
Okay, fair enough, it is probably guarded, but I could probably beat them up if I needed to.
Fortunately for us, you don't have a vision. Let's go find the next poor soul.
Alright, so... Okay, it's just right around there.
The third person who had their vision taken is supposed to be a famous sword master around these parts. Hyman heard that he's the present-day master of Meikyo Shisui art. Sounds pretty impressive. This is his dojo. Luckily, there's some people around. Let's go talk to them.
Nanako, don't worry. Sensei will be fine. Those thugs that challenged the dojo were strong, but he fought them all off in the end, didn't he?
Maybe, but I'm still worried about him. Things have gotten dangerous before in the past, but it's never shaken him. This time, though...
It's just because he's been possessed, that's all. Once the exorcism has taken place, he'll be right as rain in no time.
Hey there! Did something happen?
Who are you? I don't care whether you're trespassers or just here to harass us while Sensei is impaired. Get out of here immediately!
Here to talk with him, actually.
Don't make me draw my blade, or you won't live to regret it.
Yeah, I would definitely beat you in a sword fight, just saying.
No! You got it so wrong! We just came here to...
Ready to become disciples.
Disciples?
Yep. We've heard all about the mighty master of Meikyo Shisui art. It's the whole reason we came all this way, to seek him out and ask him to train us.
Yep, that's definitely the only reason we're here.
But then we got here and overheard you talking about how he got possessed or something?
From the way you're dressed, it doesn't look like you're from around here. Please, accept my apologies. We've had so many people trying to cause us trouble recently that we're on high alert. You haven't arrived at the best of times, I'm afraid. Sensei got possessed recently, and he's still recovering. He's not able to take on any new disciples for the time being.
Yeah, wait until he's recovered.
I see you are earnest in your pursuit. Okay, how about this? My fellow disciple Nanako and I will explain Sensei's situation to you in a little more detail. Then you can decide whether to stay or to leave.
Fair enough.
Sensei's name is Domon, a name I'm sure you've already heard. Though self-taught, he mastered the art of the sword to a high level. He then proceeded to defeat many other prominent sword masters, never losing a single fight. He once said that his goal was to become the best sword master in the world. And so, even while training us, he continued to hone his own art. His fervor truly inspired us, and we trained hard, determined to keep up with him. But then...
Not long ago, Sensei had his vision taken away. He hasn't been the same since. He says the strangest things over and over, and he refuses to let us train. Junya and I have discussed it, and we both think that he's been possessed by an evil spirit. So we've asked the shrine maidens from the Grand Narukami Shrine to perform an exorcism. But if I'm honest, I still have my doubts over whether he'll completely recover.
The Grand Narukami Shrine? What's that?
You haven't heard of it? It's the largest shrine on Narukami Island. The head shrine maiden is reputed to have very close ties with the almighty Shogun herself.
Oh.
Not that we'd have any means of involving the head shrine maiden, of course. But even one of the ordinary shrine maidens from the Grand Narukami Shrine would have clear power and authority to perform an exorcism. So don't worry, Nanako. Sensei is going to be just fine. The exorcism will take place this evening. You're both more than welcome to come and watch if you're interested.
So, losing your vision can cause possession? Guess we should come back this evening and see for ourselves.
I feel like he's just kind of confused because he lost his memories and they're just misinterpreting it. I figured. Here we go. Alright. Hello.
Shh. So you decided to come. Yes. It's a good thing you didn't arrive any earlier. You would have had to witness Sensei in one of his fits of madness. Just now, when Nanako was attending to him, she heard him whispering a few names to himself.
Okay.
When she asked him who the people were, he suddenly looked panic-stricken and pushed her away. It looked like he was in great distress. He was covering his ears and looking frantically around him with bloodshot eyes. All the while he kept calling those names. Some of them we knew, others we didn't recognize. But they all seemed to be the names of sword masters he had defeated in the past. One of them was Anzai. He used to be a fellow disciple of Sensei's, his senior, in fact. But Sensei defeated him in a duel many years ago, and he has been a wanderer ever since.
Okay. Also, hold on, my dog is getting upset, so I gotta open the door for him. Okay, sorry. Hey, buddy. You happy now, buddy? You happy now? Happy now? Okay. Okay. Now to continue with the story.
Sensei wouldn't stop calling his name. Thankfully, the shrine maidens managed to subdue him, so the exorcism can finally continue. The ritual has now begun. All we can do is patiently await the result. Here's hoping Sensei will be back to his normal self very soon. Please, excuse me for a moment while I fetch some water. If he wakes up, he is sure to be thirsty.
Alright. Hello?
Huh? to
guessing
them.
it's the old man. He's managed to escape. Alright.
Seems they aren't here. Should we keep going further up?
Alright, let's go.
Is this definitely the right place? Let's look a little further up.
Alright.
Aha! Suspicious person sighted!
That's gotta be him.
How did you catch up with me so quickly?
Because I can.
Are you sure you're Dolmon's disciples? You move even quicker than he does.
Oh wait, so it's not him.
Unless... I guess it's been a few years. Maybe his skills have improved again.
Excuse me? We're the ones asking the questions here. First off, who are you? And what are you doing sneaking around these parts? You seem like bad news, mister.
Bad news? I'll have you know I trained side by side with Domon back in the day. Long before you ever showed up. I don't care to talk about that time anymore. But if you must know, I am Domon's senior.
His senior? Wait, that means you must be...
Anzai? Yes, that's me.
Why'd you run?
Because I don't wish to see Domon or anyone else associated with him ever again. When we were young, we trained under the same sword master, studying Make-Yoshi Sui art together. I had begun training 5 years before him, and everyone looked up to me as a steady and dependable older disciple. Practitioners of Make-Yoshi Sui art seek to achieve stillness of mind, freedom from all agitation. So the majority of disciples are indifferent to rank and reward. I was no exception. But Domon was different. The first thing he did when he joined was go straight to our sensei and ask him, with a beaming smile on his face, how to become the best in the world. Sensei scolded him and told him that the art of the sword should not be used for such vain ends. Sensei said that coveting the title of the best sword master, barely days into his training, showed that he had a fickle mind, and that this would impede him from ever mastering the blade. I thought so too at the time. But Domon began making swift progress in his training, and even started catching up with me. Only then did I realize that it was Domon who had long since freed his mind from all agitation. He was consumed by his singular desire to become the best in the world. He sought nothing less than perfection in the art of the sword, and nothing could deter him from this goal, no matter what stood in his way.
Sure sounds like he meant business. So how come you don't want to ever see him again?
Because until he arrived, I was convinced that I would succeed our sensei as the master of Make-Yoshi Sui art. Of all the disciples, I was the most gifted. I had trained the longest. Everyone had high expectations from me. Domon's arrival changed everything. When we sparred, I lost not just the match, but my pride and my status too. I fled the dojo that day and never looked back.
Okay, so I thought they were supposed... Their goal was like for their mind be free of stuff like this.
Later, I heard that he sparred with Sensei too. Sensei was advanced in years by then, and unfortunately that match used up every last ounce of energy in his body. After that, I wanted nothing further to do with him. Deep down, though, I still respected his mastery of the blade and his commitment to the art of the sword. So, when I heard rumors that he had lost his mind, my first reaction was to dismiss them as false. How could he, of all people, have lost his mind? His mind was the sharpest of them all. He had practiced Make-Yoshi Sui art to perfection. I decided to quietly come and see if it were true. Then, to my complete astonishment, I heard him call my name. I thought mine was a name he had long since forgotten. So you see, I came here not to cause him any harm. I just wanted to see for myself. Okay, You've heard my story. You should get back now. The exorcism is probably finishing.
Okay.
Seems like we got it wrong this time. He wasn't here to mess up the exorcism at all. Still, Paimon's not sure we should bring him back with us. Let's go see how the exorcism's coming along.
Yeah, we probably should. So let's climb down. South is right over there. Or... wait. No, that's... oh, well, that's that one over there.
What? You're saying he isn't possessed? Does that mean he's just lost his mind? But how is that possible? No, I refuse to believe it. Something's clearly wrong.
Nanako, please, try not to get agitated.
I am sorry. With what powers I have, I can find no sign of any malignant spirit having possessed Domon. But spirits may take a myriad of forms in this world, many of which I cannot claim to have witnessed myself. Thus, I dare not rule out possession with complete certainty. And all is certainly not lost, for I received word not long ago that Lady Yai has taken an interest in your sensei's case.
Lady Yai? Is that the same Lady Yai that I think you mean?
The head shrine maiden of the Grand Narukami Shrine? That's wonderful news! Then Sensei will be sure to recover.
Correct. Lady Yai is most knowledgeable indeed, and has abundant experience in the exorcism of evil spirits and aversion of great calamities. I am unable to say for certain whether an evil spirit has possessed your sensei, but Lady Yai can give a conclusive verdict.
Excuse me, Miss Inagi, but I must ask, should we prepare a greeting gift for Lady Yai?
That won't be necessary. All that is required of you is your timely arrival at the Grand Narukami Shrine. Lady Yai does not like to be kept waiting.
I'm guessing it's that place over there, all glowing purple ominously.
I must leave now, but we will meet soon at the shrine. I wish Domon a full and speedy recovery.
Who'd have thought Lady Yai herself would have taken notice of our sensei's case?
Do you mean to say that Sensei isn't renowned enough to deserve Lady Yai's attention?
No, that's not what I meant at all. You misunderstand me. I just mean this is Lady Yai, the head shrine maiden. She has direct and close contact with the almighty Shogun herself. Anyway, you should join us too, tomorrow. Given that you've traveled all this way just to meet our sensei, we, the disciples of Meikyoshi Sweet Art, will do our best to help you.
Alright.
Sure! After all, everyone seems pretty excited about Lady Yai. We're curious to meet her too.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe we'll be able to find out a thing or two about the Raiden children from her.
That would be helpful, yes. Alright. So it's off to the big track. Okay, so this is the closest we can get. And this will be a long trek from there. Alright. Let's go. Okay, this is gonna be a better climate to do. Let's see what's... I can never understand those things. Like, you know, they just kind of pop up when we see something new, like a new enemy, usually. That's all I know. And what's up with this EU? And I'm up here? Alright. Only, 100 other... 100-ish more meters to go. Very fun. Alright. Go again. Oh, the cherry blossoms there. Look who did a good job wrong. Ooh. I think I might have actually seen this place before because I did see a bit of Inazuma earlier when I watched Hira P stream. Another dino VTuber, Velociraptor to be exact. Okay. Yeah, this looks pretty familiar. Yep, I've definitely seen this before. So let's click it. Like it. See one of the little sparkly thingies. I don't know how to. Maybe it's hiding at the top of the tree. Nope. Wait. If I get onto the roof. Okay, you want to. This was later. I don't want to waste time. I keep going through with the story. Alright, so let's see who this Lady Yay is like.
Do you think that's Lady Yai?
Oh, yeah.
No wonder Junior is so excited. She has a really striking presence.
Yeah, she doesn't look like an NPC for one.
Also, is it just Paimon? Or did she look right at us just now?
I wonder if she's actually a playable character. She looks the part, at least. Like,
it was probably nothing. It's not like she's ever seen us before.
Keep away. Keep away from me. I gave up the art of the sword. Please, let me go, I beg you.
As you can see, Lady Yai, Domon has persisted in this state for some time now. He appears to see those who have lost to him in duels past, gathered all around him to persecute him.
Lady Yai, it must be a possession, right? This is nothing like him at all. In the past, no matter what came his way, he would always face it with a confident smile.
I'm sorry. It is clear to me that your sensei is not possessed by any evil spirit.
But then does that mean he...
Yes. This is a change in the person himself. Unable to cope with the tremendous pressure he was under, he suffered a spiritual collapse. With his wits impaired, he finally descended into madness.
Huh.
As one who is thrown into the sea, though he fights back desperately against his predicament, it does nothing to prevent his descent into the depths. As for what has triggered this change, I believe it must be the loss of his vision. For to be stripped of one's vision is to be stripped of one's ambition.
Stripped of his ambition? But Lady Yai, even without his ambition, why should he suffer such a dramatic change? How does that explain his descent into madness?
And probably because he's lost his ambition to be the best.
Your school practices Meikyo Shisui art, does it not? Stillness of mind, freedom from all agitation. What a fine notion that would be if any in this world could ever hope to achieve it. There was once one who claimed to be indifferent to rank and reward, and who fled enraged when defeated by his junior. And then there was an aged swordmaster who was aggrieved enough that he crossed blades with a disciple he himself had taught. Then, what of the one who crossed blades with his own sensei and beloved fellow disciple, and defeated them both? Can one truly remain unagitated, of still mind in moments such as these?
Lady, I'm not sure I understand.
The path of the sword master is filled with twists and turns. It is no small undertaking to pursue the position of greatest sword master in the world. It requires one to take their sword firmly in both hands and cut down the hopes and dreams of others, even those of one's closest companions. Only a deep commitment to his ambition to become the best made it possible for him to rise above the pain of these encounters, to focus on the way ahead.
Okay, so basically he felt guilt for beating everyone up.
When that ambition disappeared, he began to doubt himself. As he battled his growing anxiety, he slowly descended into the state you see him in now. Much like a certain fatally flawed friend of mine.
Poor Sensei. To think he's been suffering so greatly.
I'm sorry. It's all my fault. Father, Sensei, Anzai.
That's enough.
Oh, hey, Anzai.
Huh? Isn't that Anzai? Where did he come from? Did he follow us the whole way here?
Okay, so for some reason, unlike the others, this guy didn't lose his memories at all. At least not really, he just lost like all his self-confidence.
Anzai, why are there two of you? Is that you or a ghost? You're here for revenge, aren't you? I knew it would come. I never should have.
You're right to assume that my feelings towards you are far from kindly. But I didn't come here to settle a score. It's been so long now that I made peace with it years ago. You did nothing wrong that day. I couldn't face the humiliation. That's why I ran. I don't think most of the people you beat along the way would hold it against you. On the contrary, when you cut our ambitions short, we entrusted them to you, in the hopes that they might carry you further. Now I know that we can't place our hopes in you any longer, since you've been stripped of your ambitions too. But that is no reason to strip them of theirs. Follow the way of the sword all the way to the highest peak. You taught them that, didn't you?
But what if one day the same thing happens to them? I put everything I had into trying to become the best. But what if it was all a huge mistake right from the start? If there's a chance they'll end up like me one day, I'd rather they stay where they are now than go any further down this path.
Have you asked them what they think?
Sensei, after you rescued me from the hands of the pirates, I told myself I would follow in your footsteps for the rest of my days. I can't know whether I will suffer in my future as you do now. All I know is that here and now, in the present, I wish to continue. I want to keep going until the day that I can stand before everyone with my head held high and announce that I, like my sensei Domon before me, am a master of Meikyo Shisui art.
Nanako's far from the only one. Actually, all of us think that way.
Goodness. Well,
You see? You can place the ambition you once had in their hands.
Well, also you could also keep trying to better yourselves as well. Like, even though you lost once, it doesn't mean you have to lose, like just completely give up. You could just keep training harder.
Being stripped of your ambition is something that's never happened to me, so I can't claim to understand it. But I do know what it feels like to have your ambitions crushed. That's what happened on the day that you so effortlessly defeated me. So, just as I once placed my ambitions onto you, it is time for you to release yours into their custody. You are not in the same position that I was. When I left, I had nothing to my name. But you have a great number of worthy disciples.
I understand. I'm sorry to have made you worry for me, and for the state of Meikyo Shisui art. I no longer have the resolve to become the best in the world, The emptiness and suffering inside of me will not abate, so I cannot hope to still my mind and be free of agitation. But as your sensei, I shall commit to imparting unto you everything I have learned in my life so far. This is my promise. And I humbly ask Anzai, my senior, to hold me to my word.
You can count on that. I'd be checking in on you occasionally anyway, just to make sure you hadn't lost your mind again. But I am now used to the life of a wanderer. I do not belong in the dojo anymore, so I will simply stop by once in a while to make sure you aren't cutting any corners with them. Well, don't just stand there staring at me. Say thank you to Lady Yai and then get yourself back home.
So even though his ambition was taken away, his disciples can take it over on his behalf. Guess that sort of solves this one, huh?
And honestly, this was overall the best actual ending because, like, he pretty much regained everything. Like, yeah, so that at least someone in the future will become the best, and he's no longer acting not himself, but the other two are still missing their memories.
Traveler, a moment, please. Lady Yai has some words for you.
Oh, okay.
So, my intuition was correct. The wind that blows from afar carries fresh life to these shores. For us to meet now is premature. Nevertheless, you set foot on these islands at precisely the right moment.
Oh.
I have high hopes for you, child. Don't disappoint me.
I won't.
Ooh,
At least I try not to.
Lady Yai seems to have taken a real interest in you. She seems super mysterious. Paimon's so curious what she really meant by all that.
Same.
We can come back to it another time. For now, we should go report back to Miss Kamisato.
Yep.
See that he stays.
Let's go. Alright, so we pretty much helped all three people like you wanted. Can't really say the other two are doing this, but I mean, at least the third one had a pretty happy ending.
Oh, Ayaka! Guess who fulfilled all your wishes? Huh? Ayaka! Huh?
What's going on? Oh, there, Tama. Oh, it is her. You always saw her from the band.
Traveler, Paimon. It is a pleasure to finally meet you both face to face. I have heard all about how you helped our three friends. My sincerest thanks to you.
The damage done by losing a vision can't be completely undone, yeah. My best choice.
Yeah. Short of getting them their visions back, it seems like there's no way to really help them.
Yes.
Ayaka, how come this time you get to come out and meet us in person?
Because now that you have done the three things I asked of you, I consider you to be my friends. As you will observe, I dispense with the screen for Toma also.
Wait a second. But isn't Toma your, servant? Paimon's happy to help and all, but Paimon sure as heck did not sign up to be a servant.
I mean, you don't have to be a servant, I'm pretty sure, to be her friend. I think she does that, like Toma said at some point, that she does that with just anyone she gets along with.
Oh. Paimon, you are most entertaining. Toma is first and foremost my friend, and was so before he ever became my attendant.
Oh, okay then. Ayaka, you seem seem pretty different out in the open compared to how you are behind the screen. Alright, we can be friends.
Friend request accepted. We are now friends on Facebook.
Thank you both kindly. Back to the matter at hand. You have now witnessed the pain of those deprived of their visions. What are your feelings on what you have seen?
I hope one day they'll be free of their torment. Like, what happened to them is just awful.
Perhaps in the eyes of a deity such as the almighty Shogun, the lives of those who inhabit the world are inconsequential.
I mean, considering she's all about eternity, I'm guessing she probably cares more about herself than humans who, in her mind, their lives are kind of like in the blink of an eye.
Thunders
she's
roar,
like thousands of years
lightnings flash, the winds assault, and the rains descent. All these things take place with no regard for the feelings of the common people. But I believe that surely you understand what they must endure. It seems that perhaps now you can appreciate my feelings on all of this. In which case, perhaps you would be willing to reconsider your stance?
Yeah, I'm not gonna help you fight the Vision Hunt decree.
You will? Really?
But you gotta keep the promise.
Naturally.
And I mean, the best way to help the Vision Hunt decree come to an end would be to see the Shogun anyway.
Alright, bravo, my lady. You were right all along.
See? I told you he wouldn't reject them. I'd placed my trust in the right person after all.
So I think we're just gonna keep calling her the Electro Archon because I cannot remember the whole Shogun title to save my life. And I think the first part starts with an R, but that's it.
Now then, given that the remainder of our discussion pertains to matters of a more confidential nature, perhaps we could move to the Komore Tea House? We ought not to involve other members of the Yashiro Commission.
Yes, I want to go back to the place with the doggo who can talk, but I wish could talk, and dresses like a chef.
Well, here we are again.
Please continue without me. I'll keep watch.
Wait, hold on. Is this where the doggo is, or I don't remember?
So, what's the deal with this place anyway? What makes it your favorite meeting spot?
This is land that was gifted to the Yashiro Commission by the Shogun. The Kamisato clan has the exclusive right to plan, build, and repair any property on this land.
Okay, but also...
And even to allow
there
or
is the
deny
doggo.
access.
Hello, buddy. Hello.
Such privileges exist due to the Yashiro Commission's role in managing ceremonial affairs. Oftentimes, it is not appropriate to discuss details in front of bystanders.
Oh, Paimon gets it! Gotta keep a bit of mystery, right?
Once the number of ceremonial affairs conducted in the city began to decline, our forebears built a tea house here. Only members of the Yashiro Commission are permitted to come and go as they please.
Makes sense. Perfect place for a secret base.
In any case, we can talk freely here. I presume you have a few questions that you wish to ask me?
Yes. What kind of god is the Raiden Shogun?
The almighty Shogun. I've seen her on but only a few occasions, most of them formal ceremonies. She inspires awe, commands respect, and exudes a sense of absolute authority. But as I recall, there was something else about her that struck me even more deeply. It was her almost complete lack of any emotion. In that sense, she appeared to me to be less of a ruler and more of, well, an executive official, I suppose. Focused exclusively on her single goal of implementing eternity, acting accordingly without feeling.
No one else fighting the Vision Hunt decree.
The issue is this. For the vast majority of people, the Vision Hunt decree is something that has no implications whatsoever. After all,
Fair enough.
It is but a tiny minority of people who receive visions. Moreover, it is not unknown for visions to spark jealousy in others. Because of this, the attitude of most people towards the Vision Hunt decree is one of indifference.
How can they be like that? Paimon's getting mad.
Nevertheless, in addition to us, there is also the resistance on Watatsumi Island.
Oh.
Resistance? You mean like an army fighting against the decree?
Oh.
Yes. Many who have lost or fear losing their visions have rallied together under Sangonomiya on Watatsumi Island to form a resistance group. To say a little more about Sangonomiya, historically, there has always been some conflict between them and the shogunate of Narukami Island due to their different belief systems. But I do wonder whether there may be some other agenda behind their resistance movement, beyond merely fighting the Vision Hunt decree.
Oh. We've raised a formal objection to the Vision Hunt decree.
Of course. We have tried on numerous occasions. Unfortunately, each time a proposal to repeal the decree arrives at Tenshukaku, it is promptly vetoed by both the Tenryou Commission and the Kanjo Commission, and subsequently scrapped. They invariably adopt a stance of unconditional support for the shogun's decisions. They have no interest in discussing anything. It almost makes one wonder whether they had a hand in the shogun's sudden decision to issue the Vision Hunt decree.
No further questions.
Oh, Paimon has a question though.
Okay.
Oh? What would you like to know, Paimon?
Have you got a plan yet to fight the Vision Hunt decree?
To be honest, we do not.
What?
Please, do not forget that challenging the Vision Hunt decree is tantamount to challenging a deity. Yep. Coming to terms with that is already a difficult step to take.
So what are we gonna do?
I know what I'm gonna do. I'll just go up to the Archon, beat him up.
Well, for the moment, all we can do is try and reduce the harm that is being caused by this decree. For example, by providing vision bearers with safe refuge, or manufacturing counterfeit visions for them as a contingency measure.
You're telling Paimon that there are people out there who can make fake visions?
Don't underestimate the talents of the craftspeople in Hanamizaka. To the naked eye, their counterfeits are indistinguishable from the genuine article.
I kind of want one too.
The problem we are facing right now is that Master Masakatsu, who was providing us with counterfeit visions, has recently been arrested by the Tenryou Commission.
Darn! So they found out about it? Ugh.
Yes. We knew it was not a long-term solution, and that it was only a matter of time before it would be exposed. But we cannot simply abandon Master Masakatsu.
Yeah, we gotta save him.
Exactly. I feel the same way. But given mine and Toma's identities as part of the Yashiro Commission, breaking him out of prison would risk dragging down the reputation of the entire Kamisato clan should we be caught. That would only serve to cast suspicion on any future activity we might seek to attempt.
So I gotta do it.
By no means do we intend to place the burden of such a task on your shoulders alone. When you are ready, go to Hanamizaka and look for a fireworks shop run by the Naganohara family.
Okay.
There, you will find someone who can help you.
Alright. Let's do this. Go over fireworks. Okay. So if we're here, we're supposed to meet. Hopefully it's gonna be someone cool and new and it'll actually be more important to the story. Possibly a new playable character, who knows? They brought in a lot of, introduced a whole lot of new characters with this update. And I think I've seen some videos with like, there's like a wolf or dog guy. I want to meet him. I also want to know what it would be like if he met Razor.
Just hand it over. You don't want any trouble with me. If you think your elemental powers are enough to resist the Vision Hunt decree, then you'd better think again. Believe me, you're not the first of your kind we've encountered, and we've seen the same unpleasant outcome time after time. You'd best save yourself the trouble.
Can't you make an exception? I just got this vision. I won't even use it, I promise.
So this is the Vision Hunt decree in action, huh? We can't just sit around and watch things unfold, can we?
Let's go.
Hey, wait! Huh? There's someone trying to to get our attention.
Oh, wait. That's another person that I saw that. I think she was featured in one of the events that I can't participate in because I haven't done it enough of the story, I don't think.
Come on, this way.
Hello.
What's going on? Can't you see we need to go help? Shh, quiet. Just sit tight and watch for a moment. Hey, this isn't right, you know. Just because you don't have a vision doesn't mean you can sit back and watch others in trouble.
I'm guessing she does have a vision.
Huh? Hey, wait! You do have a vision!
She does.
Shh! If you don't keep your voice down, I won't have one much longer.
Alright. Here, take it.
Wise choice. Alright, let's go.
What should we do now? He's already given up his vision. Doesn't he know what could happen to him after losing it?
Does he have one of the counterfeit ones?
This is your fault. You're the one who stopped us from interfering.
Many thanks, Miss Yoimiya. If you hadn't swapped me a fake just now, I'm sure I would have lost it.
Knew it.
No worries. You put on quite the convincing performance.
So the vision they took was a fake.
So that's what's going on here. And to think Paimon was about to unleash Paimonial wrath on Miss Yoimiya. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I don't think even if you did, anything would really happen. Like, I guess maybe the most you could do is like whack her on the head with that thingy.
Think nothing of it. I could tell from your reaction we were on the same side. You just didn't know it, you know? Oh, right. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Yoimiya, the current owner of Naganohara Fireworks. It ain't much, but it's honest work.
Yeah, she referenced the
Great to
meme.
meet ya.
That's a reference to the meme, right? Like with the farmer guy saying it ain't much, but it's honest work.
Practically everyone on Hanamizaka knows Yoimiya. She's the queen of the summer festival. Without her and her fireworks, summer on Narukami Island just wouldn't be the same.
Whoa, that's quite the introduction. Paimon loves fireworks. It's nice to meet you.
Stop it, Hanjiro. You'll embarrass me. As for thanking me, you'd be better off thanking Master Masakatsu. He's the one that gave me the fake visions in the first place. His handiwork allowed me to keep my own vision. Whew, I can't even imagine trying to run the business without it.
Yes, Master Masakatsu is a good man. It's too bad good people seldom get the recognition they deserve.
Master Masakatsu?
Huh? Do you guys know him too?
Yes, Miss Kamisaka mentioned him.
You don't say. Then it sounds like the Shirsagi Himegimi has a plan. Awesome! I've been thinking about breaking him out too recently, but if I just marched straight in there by myself, I'd probably get Miss Kamisato in a whole heap of trouble.
Well, it's fine, because we're supposed to meet someone who's going to help us with that. Unless that person is you, then we've already met him.
So, what about if I join you instead?
Sure, welcome to the team. Ayaka told us to go look for help at a fireworks shop. She must have meant you.
Okay, yeah, it was.
Seems like I finally got a new job to do. Besides hiding vision bearers in my shop, that is. So, Master Masakatsu is being held at the police station. I've already surveyed the area and found a way in.
Whoa, talk about a reliable source. Seems we've got the right person on our team.
Not bad, huh? Let's go as soon as everyone's ready. Don't worry, Mr. Masakatsu. We're on our way.
Time to break him out.
Alright, let's do it. Let's do the police station.
Please speak to President Song.
Oh boy. I'll walk then. You know, I actually saw this in Beam up not too long ago where I think it depicted that like people like rank 15 and under, they would actually be excited to go traveling around like from place to place for thousands of meters, but people above like rank 40-ish, they would always complain about how areas would always be like always so far away from teleport areas. And honestly, I think that describes me pretty well. Actually, I don't think the exact levels were correct. I'm pretty sure as soon as I got my hand on the ability to teleport, that's kind of my mindset. Like, why can't the quest be quick? Anyways. Let's do this then. So we need cryo. I want to keep Fischl in, but I also want Shangling too, because the two of them together, like especially with her little panda and Oz, they do great overload damage together. And I guess I could get rid of the Traveler maybe, or Kaya.
Oh, I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah, I think okay, I haven't done the best work with him, but it's not bad. Like, I gave him this pretty darn good artifact for him, so hopefully that should help him out quite a bit. But I think it's good at least. I don't know what other people are doing with like their kits for their characters. Mine might suck enough. Actually, I forgot to mention, I got Keishing not too long ago from a wish, but haven't got her up to level 70 like the others yet. I don't know if she's particularly good, but I know she's a 5-star at least. So I might add her onto my team. So I have spent a lot of work on Fischl though, so I don't know if I actually am. I might keep Fischl on. But regardless. Enough of me yammering. Let's try to do this, and hopefully it's not a stealth mission.
Now that we're inside, this place is a whole lot creepier than Paimon imagined.
Come on, this way. As long as we stay quiet, we've got a good chance. I certainly wouldn't want to end up locked away in here. Let's find Master Masakatsu and get out of here. We should split up. I've got a little present to prepare for Master Masakatsu. I'll be right back.
Alright, got it.
You sure? Alright then. Just be careful not to get caught.
Yes, you too.
Oh god, this is gonna be another stealth mission, isn't it? Oh, okay. Oh, we're allowed to fight him, yes, please. My Barbara freeze.
Boba, get them!
Give me, buddy. Spear to spear. Run.
I must.
Okay, there we go. Alright. This is my kind of mission.
Talk about a big door. It seems we need to collect something shaped like Magatama in order to open it.
Get that out of the way. Hello.
Get frostbite.
Hello, everybody. I'm safe.
What's the hurt?
Hello. And now let's
withdraw. I must.
At the front end, into the fire.
Freeze.
There we go. Okay, so is there anything hiding around in here? Oh, it's an elevator. Oh. Hello?
Who goes there?
Oh, I thought there was an arch. Oh. There's a whole lot of shit.
I won't forget this.
Let the show begin.
My dear.
This wall looks a bit odd. Maybe there's some special trick to it. These guys seem a lot tougher than usual. Paimon wonders if that armor over there has anything to do with the source of their strength.
Yeah, I don't care.
Dodge this. I must withdraw.
Let's see. Do I want to bring in? Okay, you might actually. Yep.
Don't hold.
Everyone come together, please. Just come together.
What's the hurry?
If I hold it.
Dodge this!
Soldiers, quick!
Well,
watch your step.
there we go. Had a bit of reload damage.
You cannot match my bravery, my boss. Best to show me what you've got. Allow me to strike first. Show me what you've got. Train harder.
Ooh, nice. Except for all of that. Gotta watch out for Brand, like the last.
Doesn't that Magatama shape look pretty similar to the grooves on the door over there?
Ah. It worked. Trapped. Hello.
Teach me a lesson. This moment will be frozen in time.
What up?
Freeze!
I dare you. Don't hold back.
What's the hurry? What's the hurry? Cool it!
I must withdraw. Watch your step.
Free! Don't push your luck. Don't get frostbite. Cool it!
I dare you.
Don't push your luck.
Boba, get them!
Allow me to strike first. Train harder.
Race you!
Dodge this! This moment will be frozen in time. Cool it!
What have I end this with?
I've been bested.
Goodbye, sir. Bing.
I must withdraw.
hello. Yeah, don't mind me. Just put these all.
Dodge this!
Yeah, bye-bye. Alright. Anyone else? Anyone else want to come say hi? No? Alright. Someone's probably gonna notice that. Okay, never mind. Oh, okay. Over. I want to do stuff like this more often, honestly.
Shh! Quick! Hide! Look over there. That must be Master Masakatsu.
Okay.
Did you really think that little trick of yours could fool us?
Locking you up was just the beginning.
Okay, geez, guys.
No!
Oh no! Those Tenryo Commission brutes are torturing him!
If we don't come up with a way to break him out fast, then... Huh? Yoimiya, when did you get back here?
Oh yeah, I didn't actually notice that. I just kind of accepted that she was here. Need to ensure we have a way of escape.
I can't bear to watch. If anything happens to Master Masakatsu, our whole plan will have been for nothing.
And we could just pull like a hitman move and just knock him out for a bit.
Hey, you there! What are you doing?
Ma'am.
Oh. Hello?
We were just teaching him a little lesson, that's all.
Huh? Who's that?
That's Kujo Sara, adopted daughter of the Kujo clan of the Tenryo Commission. She's also a general in the Shogun's army. What's she doing here?
And she's also enforcing the decree.
Make way, let me have a look at him.
Hello?
I'm sure you're well aware that torture is strictly against military regulations.
Okay, well at least these guys have some good in their laws.
Yes, ma'am.
If you are unashamed of such disgraceful action, then you are also unworthy of the Tenryo Commission itself. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, ma'am. It won't happen again.
Oh, Paimon sure wouldn't want to get on her bad side.
I would still like to roughen them up a bit if we get the chance.
Hey, this is our chance. Let's move while they aren't watching Master Masakatsu.
Yoimiya, are you sure now's the right time?
Who is that?
Alright.
Quick, go and investigate.
Ooh, so we get to roughen up.
Yes, ma'am.
They're coming! Quick, hide!
Oh.
Sorry. I didn't mean to. Don't worry, I've got us covered. Time for my little present.
Oh.
Fireworks!
Huh? Was that an explosion?
It sounded like fireworks.
Quick, let's hurry!
Oh, okay.
The fireworks were enough to distract them. Maybe more than enough.
Wish they could have blown them up, though.
Fireworks aren't just for festivals, you know.
Nice work, though.
I was particularly proud of this batch. I decided to.
Whoa!
Yoimiya, this is turning into a bit of a fireworks display.
She's like Cleve with with fireworks.
Well, fireworks are my craft after all. Every batch has to be spectacular.
I won't. Well, those guards deserve what they got. I won't say that, but they did deserve something like this at least. Also, did they actually distract the lady that was there or not? Because if she's still there, that might be an issue.
Look, the coast is clear. Now's our chance.
Oh, okay, she was distracted by him. He wasn't there with the guards. Old man, we're here to save you. Unless she's hiding.
Yoimiya, is that you?
Yes, we're here.
Master Masakatsu! Sorry we took so long. Oh, those awful guards.
Come on! We've got no time to lose! They could be back any minute!
And I knew it, she's still here.
Oh.
You were over there watching us the whole time, weren't you? Yeah, I figured.
Yes. Leave. Before I let my judgment get the better of me.
How about no?
He's in serious condition. Be sure he gets immediate medical attention.
Oh, wait, what? Oh, wait.
But remember...
Oh, I thought she wanted us to leave without him.
Once he's recovered, it won't be long until I bring him right back.
Okay, but... I mean, at least they're being nice about it.
Well... You can bet we'll do all we can to keep that from happening.
We'll protect him.
Leave this place.
Huh. I don't know what this is about. I'll take it. Good stuff. What's that? I take my leave. But you know, that was honestly pretty fun, just going around beating up guards and stuff.
We're finally out of that creepy place.
I hope we get to do that when we meet the Electro Archon some other time at least.
Finally, I've made it out of there.
Master Masakatsu, how do you feel? Can you hold on?
Don't worry. I think I can make it to the infirmary without keeling over.
Thank you. All of you. I'll take him to get treated. I'll treat you to a round of drinks once this is all over.
Don't worry about us. Just take care of Master Masakatsu. Good thing we were able to rescue him.
All things is that.
Right, Kujosara. Do you think she was making up for how the guards were treating him?
Maybe.
It seems as though there are some okay people among the ranks of the Tenryou Commission. Though Paimon would never agree with their actions in the Vision Hunt Decree, of course.
And there is some good in everybody.
How about we go tell Ayaka and the others the good news?
Yes, we should. You did your job kind of, but now
this world is full of unsolved mysteries.
Okay, it's right there. Nice. Still want to do the teleport, so it's a tiny bit closer at least. Can I go up? Yes, I can. Perfect. Alright. Way up, old man.
I see. So Kujo-Sara stayed her hand. It would appear she still has some honor to her. I wonder if we should try establishing contact with her. Perhaps we could coax out some information.
I mean, it'd be more likely. Well, I wouldn't say more likely, actually, but it's possible you just end up exposing yourself to all the people working with the Archon.
Unlikely. Don't forget, Kujo-Sara is also carrying out the Vision Hunt Decree. She obeys the orders of the Raiden Shogun without question. In her eyes, Master Masakatsu is of no threat to the decree. This is why she was so willing to allow his escape. If our true motives were ever divulged, she would act against us without a second thought.
True. Though if you ask me, Master Masakatsu's release is an unexpected blessing. We are now one step closer to victory. And we couldn't have done it without Yoimiya and the Traveler. You're turning out to be even more reliable than we expected.
Thanks for the compliment.
Don't mention it.
Indeed. Things may have turned out very differently this time without the help of the Traveler. But if we wish to mount any sizable resistance against the Vision Hunt decree, there is still much to be done. It is time we make ready our next set of plans.
There's no need to rush, my lady. Things seem to have taken a turn for the better, at least. Not only have we rescued Master Masakatsu, but our list of allies appears to be growing. Yes, which reminds me. The Tenryou Commission seems to be making preparations for a celebration. They call it a ceremony of sorts. And the number of samurai out enforcing the Vision Hunt decree seems to be waning. The days ahead may be more peaceful than usual.
Oh.
A ceremony, you say? Why would such a task be left to the Tenryou Commission?
I don't know, but I'm sure it has nothing to do with us. Anyway, with the Tenryou Commission busy with preparations, we should have a little more breathing room than usual.
That's good.
You do present a good point. Being in a constant state of alert will only tire us further. Perhaps a period of rest is in order. Toma, what would you suggest?
I'd say a celebratory feast is in order. Might I suggest an evening of hot pot together?
Oh, that sounds nice.
Funny enough, I learned a new hot pot game recently. I'm sure you'll find it quite amusing.
A hot pot game? What's that? Well, as long as it has to do with eating.
Is very
Simply
interesting.
put, every person prepares an ingredient to add to the hot pot. Once the meal begins, we add all the ingredients together. Then we take it in turns to close our eyes, pick an ingredient out of the pot, taste it, and guess whose ingredient it was.
I mean, there's some people I feel like I wouldn't trust to play that kind of game with. But it would be fun, probably.
Anyone who guesses correctly can go again, and whoever finishes the meal with the most points is declared the winner. Tradition even has it that the winner receives blessings from the god of hot pot. Don't you think it sounds like fun? I've been wanting to give it a try. In fact, I've already got my ingredients prepared.
Interesting. Also, if there's just an Archon that's all about cooking, then I know just the person I want to have in my party.
You really do want to play, huh? Well, sounds like we've got our work cut out for us. Time to gather some ingredients. But what should we choose?
Team Daredevils, let's go.
Ooh, Paimon proposes we gather raging demon-level Joyun chilies, super salty ham, mist flower corollas. This is already shaping up to be a hot pot to remember.
Oh, my stomach! It feels like Yoimiya's fireworks are going off inside me.
Who would have guessed that Toma would be the winner? He ate practically all those weird ingredients without a second thought. Toma? You okay, buddy?
You should probably go eat at Zhang Ling's place, probably.
Salt-crusted herring, unripe lavender melon, flash-boiled dongo, oh, and whatever that thing was that nearly froze my tongue off. Hold up, my life is starting to flash before my eyes. Time I call it a night, everyone.
This was a bad idea for
You've
you.
got yourself to blame, Toma. All those strange things you ate were ingredients you added yourself.
But weren't you the one who added those little cakes, Ayaka? I think the Traveler ended up eating one. Boiling cakes in hot pot? Ugh. Think of the texture.
I must apologize. To be perfectly honest, I thought the cakes would be a tasty addition.
I mean, that's kind of a weird thing to put it like anything wet related. Like, most people don't put cake or like anything remotely like breaded, kind of bread related, I guess, and something like that.
Uh-oh, I'm definitely not okay. I need to lie down. I feel like a new man.
You know, Toma, all you had to do was guess wrong on purpose and it would have been someone else's turn. Talk about being competitive.
The sheer determination of this man.
Guess I've been feeling unlucky recently and wanted the god of hot pot's blessing.
Yo, Mihoya, can we get just an Archon that's all about hot pots? Please and thank you.
Perhaps I did get a little carried away. Still, I couldn't be beaten at my own game first time around.
Fair enough.
I think my luck has already taken a turn for the better. I can sense it. So without further ado, I hereby declare that the winner of today's Hot Pot Challenge is me.
Oh, brother.
Good effort, team. Another important job taken care of. Next on the agenda, some well-earned rest and relaxation.
Yes. If the Tenryo Commission truly is as busy with preparations as Toma claims, then some rest would be a welcome change of pace. And with the extra time, there are some other matters I wish to attend to.
Alright.
Let's all take some much-needed time off. After a few days' rest, we'll reconvene at the Komori Tea House and discuss our next operation. Downtime is hard to come by these days, so be sure to make the most of it.
Alright.
I'll tidy things up here and start thinking about our ingredients for our next round.
There's gonna be a sequel?
Hot Pot to Electric Boogaloo.
Sure, why not? We should play again now that everyone knows the rules. I'll see you all later.
Bye, Toma! Seems we won't need to be visiting the Komori Tea House for a while. Why don't we go explore some other places?
Alright. Alright, so what do you do? Sleep? Hello, Doggo. Okay, so we just need to go chill out at the beaches. I can do that. Alrighty. Just gotta wait for the game to load, or maybe there's a cut.
Where do we go from here? What's the plan?
Oh, okay, there we go. I thought the game was broken. Oh my god.
Traveler, Paimon, hold on.
Hello, Ayaka.
Huh? Ayaka?
What's the matter?
Something has come up, and I would like to request your assistance, but you ought not be nervous. This is not coming from the Yashiro Commission or the Kamisato clan. It is my own individual request.
Individual request? You mean personal stuff?
Correct. It concerns my mother. This may seem a little sudden, but in my view, you are the only person I can entrust this to.
Give me more
details. A few days ago, I was sorting through some old family belongings when I found a notebook that belonged to my mother. She wrote about all kinds of things, mostly of little consequence. But what drew my attention was a name. It is one that I have never heard before, so the fact that she mentions it so frequently, it makes it difficult for me to ignore.
Probably your mom's best buddy, right?
Never. And although my mother and father passed away many years ago, both my brother and I are familiar with the vast majority of their acquaintances. So, I am very curious about this mysterious individual. I would very much like to meet them. According to the notebook, their name is Tsubaki. This seems to have been someone very important to my mother. Someone with a lot of personality, who liked to have fun.
I think there was someone from Soul Eater with that name.
Paimon thinks it sounds like a girl's name.
That's what I thought too.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like... I think she turned into like a katana that I think Blackstar has.
So what do you want us to do? Do you need us to find her for you?
No. Her address is given in the notebook. We can head straight there. I wanted you to assist me with the preparation of greeting gifts.
Okay.
Please keep everything I have told you in strict confidence. The proper course of action would be to involve my brother and visit her together. But he is terribly busy at present, and on a more selfish note, I don't wish to involve anybody else from Inazuma in this matter.
Okay.
Exactly. That, and you are also a kind, well-mannered person with a genuine concern for other people. Not to mention trustworthy. I would not feel comfortable with anyone else in this situation.
You can count on us! We've done greeting gifts before, so we should be able to help. In terms of payment, just treat us to some delicious food and we'll be more than happy.
Wonderful. Yes. In fact, I was hoping to take this opportunity to show you both around, If you don't mind, of course.
Sure.
Oh, we don't mind. We don't mind at all. Do we?
Nope.
Thank you kindly. Shall we head off then? Ogura Textiles and Kimonos is our first stop.
All right, sounds great.
Let's go. Go to outlet. Alright, right over there. And then to the water. Go.
This must be...
It's a festival promotion. Hey, speaking of, we haven't been anywhere fun since we arrived in Inazuma.
Where I go here?
No! What made you think that? Festivals are a common occurrence here in Inazuma. We in the Yashiro Commission are very well acquainted with these sorts of customs. Each season brings its own festival, and each festival, in turn, brings a fresh challenge to the task of maintaining public order.
Okay.
So, while festivals are undoubtedly joyous and lively occasions, for us, they are also a cause for concern. Oh, my apologies. I should stop thinking about work. This is hardly relevant to the matter at hand. This store here is the place I wanted to visit.
Okay.
Oh, so you weren't checking out the promotion? Well, let's take a look inside then.
Welcome. I have all the latest styles. Please take a look.
Hello.
Oh, it's Miss Kamisato with guests from overseas. Welcome to Ogura Textiles and Kimonos. Are you here to purchase fabric or for tailored garments?
Oh, greetings to you too. I have a design here for a garment. Would you be so kind as to take a look?
Oh, Ayaka came prepared.
Let me see. This could be...
It could be...
Oh, it's a very fine design. Miss Kamisato, you'd like us to make a kimono following this design, yes?
Please, if you could.
I'm honored that you'd choose Ogura Textiles and Kimonos for your tailoring needs. However, there is one rather difficult problem.
We're gonna have to go on our fetch quest.
Based on the design, this kind of kimono would require silk made from the silk flower. The majority of Inazuma's silk is imported from Liyue Harbor, but given the current climate...
We have plenty of silk flowers.
As you well know, Inazuma is currently under a strict lockdown. In all honesty, the impact on the textiles industry has been quite significant. We're struggling to import high-grade fabrics. So much of our tailoring business has been put on hold indefinitely. But of course, where our customers are able to provide the fabric themselves, we can still be of service.
I can do that.
So you're saying we need to go and buy some silk first?
If even Ogura Textiles and Kimonos can't get a hold of high-grade fabric, where would we buy it from?
We have silk flowers
You
here.
could try the International Trade Association. They are a little better connected than we are. After all, the association brings together merchants from all over the world. The only thing is their prices. They're not the cheapest. In times like these, though, we're lucky to even have an option of getting a hold of the things we want in the first place.
So even just getting clothes made is an ordeal in Inazuma. Wait, the International Trade Association? That's Kurisu's thing, right? We haven't been to Rito in a while.
It looks like that will be our next stop.
Alright.
Thank you ever so much. We will be back once we've acquired the fabric. Oh, in the meantime, I have one other very small request. Could you?
Why is she being so secretive all of a sudden?
Who knows?
Absolutely.
Much obliged.
My pleasure, Miss Kamisato. Honestly, I'm just as excited as you to see the end product. We haven't made a silk kimono for the longest time now, and this is a beautiful design.
That's very kind of you. Thank you. Goodbye for now. Traveler Paimon, let's try our luck at the International Trade Association.
Alright. The international trade. Right there, yep.
This is it. The International Trade Association.
Okay then, we need to talk to Kurisu, right?
Where is it?
Look! There he is!
Oh. Guessing something is up?
Looks like we found him.
No, it's not.
What am I gonna do?
Mr. Kurisu, are you alright?
Oh! You're Miss Ayaka from the Kamisato clan. How do you do?
Better than you, it appears.
And if it isn't the Traveler, I haven't seen you in a while. I take it you've been out of Rito? Thanks again for your help last time. The association is back in business, and it's all thanks to you.
That's great, but, why were you staring into space just now? Did something bad happen?
Well, you see, it's embarrassing to admit, but some of the association's goods have been stolen by vagrants.
Which goods were stolen?
It was a batch of high-grade silk. We imported a big batch of silk from Liyue several years ago. It's been sitting in storage ever since. Recently, we heard that clothing stores in the city have more or less sold all their silk stocks. So we figured now would be a good time to bring our batch out of storage, thinking it'd probably fetch a good price. But then, the vagrants swiped the whole batch, then disappeared into the woods. I'd reported to the authorities, but... well, as you know, they don't think much of foreign merchants like us. The Kanjo Commission don't want to give us the time of day. Honestly, you can just tell that our suffering amuses them.
Well, then I can get
Well,
it for
I
you.
also take issue with aspects of the Kanjo Commission's operational methods. Please remember, Mr. Kurisu, that while you are here in Inazuma, you should be careful with your words.
My apologies. I had to let off some steam. Anyway, there doesn't seem to be much we can do ourselves to get our goods back. Perhaps I'm doomed to go bankrupt after all.
We can help.
I am afraid I can't intervene in an official capacity, but I can still help you get your lost goods back.
Of course, I would never... Wait, what?
Huh?
Yes,
we can.
Acting in my own capacity, mind you. Even then, there is no escaping the fact that my every action and word will be seen to reflect on the Yashiro Commission and the Kamisato clan. I do so not without reservation, so I hope that you will treat this matter as confidential. That aside, as I'm sure you're aware, I'm afraid that I won't always be able to help you in such circumstances. Given your position and that of the International Trade Association, please try to exercise more caution in the future. You do not want to incur further unnecessary losses.
That's fair.
We will. We certainly will. But, are you sure this isn't gonna cause any issues for you? What if someone high up in the Kanjo Commission sees what you're doing and doesn't like it? You're a highly respected member of society. Surely putting your neck on the line for small-timers like me can't be worth the risk.
Very humorous. Let's not forget that I am the eldest daughter of the Kamisato clan. I would be very surprised indeed if anybody in the Kanjo Commission felt that I was accountable to them for my actions.
Whoa, that sent shivers down Paimon's spine! Does everyone from a powerful clan talk like that?
Mr. Kurisu, I need to know the exact time and location of the theft, and anything that stood out about the perpetrator's appearance.
Thank you so much. Let's see, it was 2 hours ago now, over at the,
Okay.
Everyone, please follow me to the scene of the crime. The investigation starts there.
All right,
Got it.
off we go!
People to beat up. That's tough. You know what? Yeah, teleportation's better. Alright. Let's get him. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Here we are. This is where we were robbed.
Hey, look on the ground. What are those?
Huh? Footprints. Very deep ones at that. Leading towards the forest.
Presumably the depth suggests that they were carrying something heavy.
Let's see where they lead.
Go into the forest. Okay. Go into this. So. That them?
Stop, thief!
You think you can get your stuff back with this bunch? You must be dreaming.
Why, you better hope you have the courage of your convictions.
Why wouldn't I, old man? Answer me this. You're one of those Outlander merchants, right? You trade association types are worms, coming over to our land, leeching off our people. Who's gonna leap to your defense, huh? Tell me, who's gonna stick their neck out for the likes of you?
Me.
Look at that, no response. You know I'm right. Face it, this is Inazuma. You've got no ties here. You're at the bottom of the pile. Can you really blame us for walking all over you?
You are despicable.
Hey, I just had an idea. Since you came all this way, how about we do some business?
Or we could just kick your butt.
Business?
Pay up. And you can take your fabric back. Sound good? If you ask me, it beats walking out of here with black eyes and a broken nose.
You're just a big bully.
What choice do I have?
Wait.
I can fight.
Mr. Kurisu, please do not pay any money to this man.
But...
I trust you remember our agreement? If you keep your lips firmly sealed, I too shall uphold my end of the deal.
Oh, yes, of course.
Then please stand well back where it is safe. Now, it is time for me to honor my word!
Alright. Oh, and we get
lucky day.
Take flight!
Boom! Move! My blade!
Oh. This is cool.
Say no more!
My apologies!
With the wind!
They use it on
the fairy. Wind blade! Finally, No.
Alright. Come over here to the water.
Let's get down to business. Midnight Phantasmagoria.
I picked the wrong test subject.
Well, that's resolved then.
That was amazing.
No, please, It was nothing. I was simply doing my duty.
Miss Kamisato!
Some cool skills.
Traveler! Are you hurt?
Nah, really. I did kind of electrocute myself, but I electrocuted all the others more.
Don't worry, we're fine. The vagrants left in quite a hurry. It would seem they didn't have time to take anything with them. I believe your stolen goods should all be here.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You'd best do a count.
6, 8, 10. Yep, it's all here.
Great!
Alright.
Now we can finally buy some silk.
Buy silk? You mean you need some of the silk here?
This was indeed our intent.
Don't get us wrong, though. That's not the reason we helped you out. Even if it were just a few carrots or cabbages, chances are we still would have helped you get them back. Paimon thinks we're pretty lucky. If we arrived any later, our chances of getting silk in Inazuma would have been 0.
I honestly can't thank you all enough. Please, say no more. You need silk? I'll pick out a piece for you right away.
Thank you, good sir. How much do I owe you?
Oh, it's free of charge. I could never ask you to pay after everything you've done for me.
No, that will never do. Things cost what they cost, and what they cost is what I shall pay.
And plus, you guys have been kind of down on your luck. You need
Merchants already have enough challenges to deal with, and as Paimon explained, my help was unconditional. Please, sell your wares to me at the price you would sell them to any other customer. There is nothing to feel distressed about, because nothing, I repeat, nothing happened here in these woods today, did it?
Thank you. I don't think I could ever repay you. You have helped me greatly, and I will never forget it. I'm afraid we must part ways. I must get these goods back to the association. If you ever need anything at all, just come to the International Trade Association and ask for Kurisu.
Very well. And thank you for the silk, Mr. Kurisu.
See you then. Bye. Safe journey home. Don't go getting robbed again.
Don't go jinxing him, Paimon.
Traveler, thank you for stepping in to help out.
No worries.
But how come those vagrants didn't seem to know who you were? They must move in completely different circles. Maybe they've never seen anyone from the Kamisato clan before.
Perhaps. Either way, I'm glad they didn't recognize me. The fewer people who know what happened today, the better.
It's not every day an important person like you helps out someone like Kurisu. It really shows what a great person you are.
True.
Oh, your praise is quite unwarranted. I merely did what anyone in my position would have done.
Still a nice thing to do, though.
I admit that it did feel strange for me to come to his aid. But this should have nothing to do with identity or social class. As far as I'm concerned, it was one individual helping another in need. I guess that deep down, I don't see how a society can be considered just when people encounter such obstacles in their livelihoods. Sorry, I'm getting off topic.
That's fine.
Right. Let's head back to Ogura Textiles and Kimonos and give our hard-won silk to the shopkeeper.
Okay.
Alright. Teleportation again. Let's see, let's go here. I need to use that teleport over there at some point. Okay. Alright. Kimono making person, I am here.
Hey there, we're back!
Yes.
Welcome back! So, any luck at the International Trade Association? Did they have any silk in stock?
Yes.
Yes, they did. Here.
Excellent news! So, apart from the silk, I think everything else I need I've got in store already. I just need to go and take stock of our materials. It won't take me a moment. I'll be right back.
Got it.
They better all be there.
I do hope nothing else is missing. Traveler, on the subject of garments, I've been meaning to acquire a new outfit for you, too.
Oh, really?
It's just, I wasn't sure how you'd feel about the idea of dressing in Inazuman attire.
It's kind of thought, but I find with my current outfit, even though everyone we've come across keeps on talking about how our clothes look weird.
Oh, are you sure?
These clothes are special to me.
Is that so? Impressive. So travelers of your stature hold themselves to a dress code, as well as a code of conduct.
I think these clothes must be important, especially to Lumine, considering she hasn't changed her outfit at all since joining the Abyss Order. Like she hasn't traded in her outfit for like maybe some armor or something, like what the Abyss Herald has.
More like when you're away from home, you've got to live by certain rules to survive, whether you like it or not. But Paimon would still love to check out some Inazuman outfits.
Do they have Paimon sizes here?
Just what is that supposed to mean? They make them in whatever size the customer asks for.
Your interactions are so adorable to watch. I can certainly find someone to tailor a Paimon-size outfit if Paimon so wishes.
You're too kind.
Well, if you're sure, as you wish. Something else I've been wondering is, how do people in other nations dress?
They dress strangely. They're weirder than me.
It's so true. People dress in all kinds of ways. Some people like to wear a hood, some cover up half their face with a mask, some just straight up dress like a peacock. Oh, and some have their tummy on show. Others wear skin-tight leotards and leggings. If you can imagine it, Paimon guarantees that someone out there is wearing it.
Really? So there is no single standard and people just dress however they like?
Yeah.
So fascinating. Somehow, I feel a little envious.
Wait, so you want to dress like a peacock now?
That would be a cool outfit design. Peacocks are very majestic and beautiful looking creatures.
No, of course not. I just mean, I admire those who are able to do as they please. I would very much like to travel across the 7 nations and see how people live.
Same.
Sorry to keep you waiting. I've checked my inventory.
Thank you. Is there anything else you're missing?
Fortunately not. I have all the materials I need. As for the size, would you like me to go by the dimensions given on the design?
Yes, please.
Understood. I'll get to work shortly. In total, that'll be this much.
Okay.
Here you go. Is it possible to treat this as an urgent order?
Well, luckily, we don't have any other urgents at the moment, so I can begin work right away. It will still take me some time, though, so please come and collect it later. Until then, I'm sure you'll find somewhere nearby to pass the time.
Good idea! Let's check out the whole area. We don't want to leave any loose ends.
There will be no loose ends while you're in my company. I already decided where to go while we wait.
Okay.
For our next stop, I'd like to take you both for a meal.
Oh.
Food? Oh, Paimon likes this plan.
Same.
I picked the venue especially for you. A humble local eatery called Kiminami Restaurant. I thought that the relaxed atmosphere there would suit our day much better than the prohibitively formal one of a high-end restaurant. Shall we head off?
Yep. Paimon can't wait.
How do I... Oh, there we go. Oh wait, it's over here. That was over to the left. So, okay, it's very far away. Alright. Whoops. My stamina is a bit. There we go.
Are we here? Ooh, it's one of those street side places. Looks cute and cozy.
Hey,
Welcome.
donuts.
Oh, Miss Kiminami, how do you do?
Ah, Miss Kamisato. Perfect timing. Your booking was for... well, right now.
I believe so. We'll be sticking to the order I placed in advance. As for the other matter we discussed, thank you for your help.
Excellent. No problem. And everything you asked for is ready and waiting. Traveler, tiny customer, please wait here for a moment while I prepare your food.
Go ahead and take a seat. There is something I need to take care of, but I'll be back momentarily.
Is it fight? Need a backup?
It's nothing of that sort. I just have a few minor things I need to attend to. I won't be long.
Got it.
She sure left in a hurry. Whatever it is, it must be pretty urgent.
So you two are Miss Kamisato's friends?
Yes.
Well, we serve all the classics. Sure, there are fancier looking places out there, but the food here speaks for itself. Hope you enjoy it. Over the years we've been in business, we've gotten to know the Kamisato clan quite well. Miss Kamisato and her brother are both fond of our food. They're always sending staff down here to order something and take it back to them. Her table booking surprised me, not least because it was a group reservation. This is the first time I've ever heard of Miss Kamisato going out for dinner with friends.
Oh, that's nice.
The first time ever? Oh, Guess that makes us pretty important people, huh?
Sure does.
Perhaps.
And I'm probably crossing the line here, but I'm just telling you what others have told me. Apparently, Miss Kamisato doesn't have a lot of friends.
Huh.
How is that possible? She's so kind and polite to everyone.
Yeah.
Paimon would have thought that would make her really popular.
Well, actually, honestly, but she is part of a big wealthy family. Maybe they don't let her make friends.
That's what I used to think too. But it turns out the rules of social interaction are a bit more complicated than that. Nobody in the neighborhood has a bad word to say about her. They all say she's beautiful, elegant, graceful, not to mention that she belongs to one of the most illustrious clans in the land. In short, they see her as a model young lady. But that's just it. People look at her and they see a model of perfection, and they don't feel like that's something they can relate to. So the majority of kids from our ordinary families don't even try to talk to her. So you see, on paper, she sounds like a girl everyone would want to get to know. But in practice, she finds it difficult to make friends.
Paimon never would have guessed.
We don't speak all that much, but we do go quite a way back. I've always admired her for taking on so many responsibilities at such a young age. So it makes me really happy to see her here with friends today.
Same here.
Anyway, relax. Enjoy your meal. And please, talk to her as much as possible. I know she'll appreciate it. Consider it a favor for the whole neighborhood. Look after her for us.
Oh.
Huh? That sounded like Ayaka.
Hello? Ayaka, something like...
I'm so sorry, Traveler.
What's going on?
Could you join me over there for a minute? I need your help with something. I'm sorry. I didn't want to drag you away all of a sudden. I, just had a cooking catastrophe.
For a second there, I thought it might have been, like, related to fireworks from that one girl.
So that loud noise we heard came from the cooking pot.
As you can see, this house is right next to the restaurant. It's where the owner lives. Actually, this whole compound is the family's private property. I asked Miss Kiminami to prepare some ingredients and utensils for me so that I could cook a special dish here.
Right. If there's something you want to eat, you could just order it from the menu.
Actually, I wanted to cook something as a gift for Tsubaki. My mother mentioned in her notebook that Tsubaki enjoys food from all over the world. So I thought, if I'm going to meet Tsubaki, perhaps a dish from overseas would make a fitting gift.
A dish from overseas? So anything from outside Inazuma counts, right?
Oh yeah, plenty.
If so, then we've got lots of options, don't we?
Aren't you a bit of a pro in the kitchen?
That's what I was thinking. You must have picked up a lot of knowledge about different cultures on your travels. Hopefully including regional cuisines.
Yep.
Can I leave you to finish this task then? Just as a personal favor. Is that okay? I'll be indebted to you. Great. But what kind of overseas dish would make a suitable gift? It needs to survive a journey from the kitchen to the recipient's doorstep.
Oh, Paimon knows! There's one dish out there that was practically created for this purpose! Pizza!
Oh.
Pizza?
It's an assortment of toppings and sauce spread over a bread base and cooked in the oven. And it's so good!
Preach. I didn't know we could actually make pizza.
Does sound pretty good. Is the pizza ready?
Do we have the recipe for it though? I don't know if we do. It just says
Is the pizza ready?
Don't have it. Huh. Okay. Huh. Do I have any recipes? Nope. Huh, okay. That works. Let's see, what? Wait, the recipe for pizza and Genshin.
Please speak to President Sung. I'm just
Let me look it up, actually. Okay, so is it? I guess it's mushroom pizzas.
Please speak to President Sung. I'm just
Yeah, okay. Okay, then I don't know how to get it yet, so
Please speak to President Sung. I'm just
guess I'll have to figure it out on my own time, but I think I'm gonna end the stream here for now. But I hope you all had a fun time here with me, exploring more of Inazuma and its story. You guys come back to see some more, go on some more adventures together, but until then, see you later, and bye-bye for now.